It's time for all the action of Rockmart High School girls softball. Brought to you by the Nathan Dean Agency. And now to the play-by-play action of Rockmart High School girls softball.
Back at Alto Park, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline getting ready for round 2 of the Lady Jackets softball as they're taking on the Lady Indians of Armuchee. And looks like we've got a
military
one
person.
Of our military persons
who showed up, surprised probably looks like his daughter, and that's awesome. Seeing it on YouTube, seeing it on different things, but in person,
yeah,
this is unreal.
That really gives you a lot of chill bumps. You see the American flag on the left sleeve of Armuchee's jersey, and that's happening out at shortstop right now. So yeah, really touching thing right there. So not sure if it's daughter or possibly a brother and sister there, but
great surprise either way.
Yes, yeah.
Glad to have him back.
I was kind of wondering what was happening as I saw him come through our dugout and walking across the diamond. But that's
something great.
Something great going on right there. Is being surprised and coming home from possibly overseas or wherever he was at. We won't speculate on that.
Right.
But so the Lady Jackets yesterday had a 13-4 victory over Dade County, as once again those odd number innings come up for the Lady Jackets. They scored 10 in the bottom of the third to take that lead. And we didn't make any errors as far as on the books go. We've only made 29 errors through 27 games, but we did have 3 or 4 mental errors, whether it was a base running mistake or maybe things at the plate, fielding a ball, not making the throw, things like that. So
and it all happened with 2 outs.
Yeah. A lot of the second and third inning when Dade County scored, Emily Lovelace got 2 really quick outs. I know one of them, she got 2 outs in 4 pitches, and then all of a sudden Dade County, we had a 4-pitch walk, and then you have a hit here, a hit there, hit here and there, and all of a sudden, they put 3 on the board and took a 4-1 lead. And the Lady Jackets promptly came right in and didn't even let it phase them as they come back and scored 10 to take control of the game and ended up winning 13-4, scoring 2 more in the bottom of the 4th to really put it out of hand and ending that in 4.5 innings.
Yeah, and Coach Luke and the coaches just now came out and giving balls to the umpires. And, Jeff, it's a beautiful day. It's a little warmer today than it was yesterday, but it's kind of windy, too. It's off and on. We had some breeze there a second ago.
Yeah,
but
sun's beating down right in our face once again today as we're on field 6 looking into the sun. The good thing is it's not going to affect our fielders any, as only the catcher and the batter and the home plate umpire. So, but Emily Lovelace is going to be in the circle once again. She's thrown 77 innings so far this year. She's 12-2 on the year. This will be her 16th start. Actually, this will be her 15th start, 16th game she's been in. She did come in and close one out. Didn't pick up a save as we were leading by more, but Coach Luke just wanted to get her in there and make sure they secured a win. So 77 innings, and in comparison to what she did last year, that is the other 4 pitchers that have thrown for the Lady Jackets have done a remarkable job in coming in and picking up wins. As like I said, Lovelace is 12-2. Carly Graham's 5-0 with 3 saves. So they have done a great job Coach Luke's done a good job of keeping her innings down and making sure she's going to be rested going into the playoffs.
And the pitchers look very comfortable coming in any situation, which is huge. And I don't think last year they were. Hate to get thrown into a situation, but this year they're ready to go, and they know that when their time's called, they're going to go in there and throw strikes.
The Lady Jackets going to be the home team once again as they are the top seed, and they're getting ready to take the field. The coaches are shaking hands with the umpires, and they're getting ready to go. Emily Lovelace will be in the circle. Caroline Conrain will be behind the plate. Carly Graham at first, Anna Lewis at second, Kelsey Elrod at short, and Emily Malding at third. The only change defensively is Kelsey Moats will be in left field, Cambry Stanley in center, and Emma Evans once again welcome back to the lineup in right field. As the Lady Jackets come in hitting .399 on the year, and that average also has been climbing and pushing, trying to get to that 400 mark, and on-base average of .476. and they have hit 17 home runs since the 1st of September. 2 home runs through the month of August and 15 home runs since the 1st of September.
Yeah, now's the time to do it. So, hopefully the ball's going to fly off the bat like it did yesterday. It was a great day here for them hitting. So let's just start in the first inning. But
we're going to take a 30-second break and then be right back for the first pitch.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Back at Alto Park, Emily Lovelace getting in her finishing warm-up pitches and throws one right in the chalk. And Caroline Conring has a glove full of white chalk now. So we'll see.
We'll see a bunch of white pop there.
But Lovelace looking good. Velocity looks good right now. Defense getting ready. Livia Skinner, the center fielder, is going to be the leadoff batter for Armuchee. So we're going to have Skinner, Fallon, and Poole as the first 3 batters for Armuchee. And looking for that big shutdown inning to get going here in the first inning by Lovelace.
Caroline she's taking the ball down right now, so we're ready to get this game started right about at 6 o'clock, Jeff.
Yeah, right on the dot, 6 o'clock. And we're getting started. Pepperell and Dade County have already started behind us. And we'll keep you updated on that game as we go through.
Our on-field reporter, Tanya Sharp, she'll be running back and forth. Well, not running, but...
So Olivia Skinner, left-handed batter, steps in. Lovelace getting her sign from Caroline Connery. And that first pitch is a called strike, knee-high. Connery set up outside. It looked like it was right down the middle.
Great way to get started.
Yeah, start ahead. That's the big key for Lovelace today, is to get ahead of these batters. Next pitch.
Another beautiful pitch.
Must have been off the plate, because that was knee-high. Must have been just off the corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Skinner. There's a swing and a miss from Skinner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just starting top of the first inning, Lady Jackets and Lady Indians of Armuchee here in the winner's bracket final of the Region 7 AA tournament. And the 1-2 pitch. There's a high chopper over the head of Lovelace. Elrod gets it, throws on to first, and the speedy Skinner has an infield hit as that ball hit right out in front of the plate and bounced over Lovelace's head.
Yeah, she didn't have a chance of that one, and no matter what Elrod did, she just couldn't get to it fast enough. The ball was too high.
That's going to bring up the second baseman, Carson Fallon.
They're probably going to test Caroline's arm, I would think, early on.
Skinner looks like with pretty good speed. There's a bunt right back to Lovelace. Anna Lewis covers the bag at first. That's going to be a sacrifice bunt for Fallon, and 1 out.
She was going on that pitch, but that was a good bunt to move her over.
And that brings up the catcher, Savannah Poole. And as we said, if you get on Max Preps and you look at the yearly output of the Lady Indians, we say they average just over 6 runs a game, but they've only scored 1 on Lovelace so far this year, as that first pitch to Poole misses low for ball 1.
Lovelace is still looking pretty good right now, so just needs to bring that ball in there and throw another strike right in here.
There's a pitch, knee-high, outside corner, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Poole. And the third baseman, Kinsey, waits on deck. Skinner is on second base for the Lady Indians. And a little bit of a thinner crowd tonight than what we had last night, but they are still trickling in. That pitch misses high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, not a pull. And we see a lot of people sitting out in the outfield. So they could possibly parked in the outfield, come down the hill, and sitting in the outside on the outfield grass.
A lot of shade over there where they're at.
The 2-1 pitch from Lovelace. That pitch missed low. 3 balls, 1 strike, not a pull.
No harm, no foul right now, so.
Lovelace toes the pitcher's plate, gets her sign from Conring. She's moving away, and there's a pitch. That was low again, ball 4. So infield singled and a sacrifice bunt, and now a walk to the catcher, Poole, and that brings up the third baseman, Cassidy Kinsey.
I know you're in your immediate lineup, but I'm not so sure it's not a bad idea. Now you got a force down on third or even a double play up the middle.
And a ground ball hit the Malting. She can just step on her bag and throw to first for a possible double play. Runners first and second for the Lady Indians. And there's a pitch right at the letters for a called strike.
Yeah. We'll take that one.
So Lovelace working ahead to the 4-hole batter for the Lady Indians. Skinner's on second. Poole's on first. The 0-1 pitch. That pitch is just high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1 out. Top of the first inning, Lady Indians threatening early. Dade County did the same thing yesterday, and we got out of the first inning without giving up anything.
Let's go to the catcher. Here we go.
The 1-1 pitch. And Kinsey squares to bunt. That's going to be a sacrifice bunt as Lovelace fields it, throws to Lewis covering first, and now that's 2 outs, runners second and third, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Lily Watson. So 2 sacrifice bunts here in the first inning. Armuchee trying to get runners in scoring position as they have them second and third now, but 2 outs, and Lily Watson, the first baseman, steps in, left-handed batter.
Trying to manufacture a run. I don't think that was a bad idea, but we just need to go to first right now with it.
That pitch is high above the letters. 1 ball, no strike to Watson. And Lovelace and Watson, no strangers to each other as they play travel ball together. And there's a called strike, knee high, right down the middle.
Very nice pitch right there.
And I tell you, you see, if you look down in the dugout, you've got some of the players with some charts and some notebooks where they've kept up with what's happened throughout the year. So Coach Lou definitely has a good idea of what Armuchee's done against Emily Lovelace. And there's a pitch low and away and a great dig that time by Caroline Conring to keep the ball. She caught the ball, so keeping it in front and not allowing a run to score. 2 balls, 1 strike now. 2 outs and 2 on. Top of the first inning, we're just underway at Alto Park. The 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit to Emily Malting. She picks it up, throws across the diamond to Carly Graham for the 3rd out of the inning. And so the Lady Indians, they threaten with runners second and third, but unable to push a run across. And we'll be right back after this 60-second break.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm a left-hand turn single. Tink, tink, tink. The guy in front of you, he's had me on for the last 14 miles. And since you're stuck in traffic, you can just sit back and wait. You gonna try to pass on the left? Didn't you see my signal? And if you've got cut rate insurance, things could really take a turn for the worse. So get Allstate.
To find out more about Allstate home and auto discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Back at Alto Park, the Lady Jackets coming to bat. Cambridge Stanley, Kelsey Elrod, Emily Lovelace be the first three batters. And we really looking for Stanley to lead things off over the senior pitcher for the Lady Indians of Armuchee and Erin Carney. Lady Jackets seen her twice this year, defeated her both times 2-0 and 8-1. And the 8-1 win at Armuchee was after she threw a lot of pitches up at Dade County in a no-hitter. And we actually had 3 solo homers in off of her in back-to-back-to-back innings.
Yeah, and hopefully we can do it again. But I want to go back to that last inning, and when they had runners at second and third, and they hit the ball to Malden at third. She acted like it was no big deal. It was a routine ground ball. She fielded it nicely and made a good throw. There was no worry in there. She knew she was going to make the play.
Yeah, Armuchee doesn't scare me with the bat as much as Pepperell does. And they don't have a lot of team speed outside of the leadoff hitter and Skinner. And now we see a typical shift put on Cambridge Stanley as a second baseman way up, third baseman up. Stanley tries to bunt, and it goes right back to the catcher Poole, and that's going to be a foul ball. And if you're wondering, yes, Game Changer is down. I'm not sure why, but I'm looking at it, trying to fix that right now.
Comes the second pitch to Stanley. Fouls that off over the third base dugout. So she's got 2 strikes on her. She's going to have to fight off now until she gets the pitch she wants it. So, got to have her on right now. That'll be huge for the Yellow Jackets. Comes the 0-2 pitch.
That pitch just off the plate. And that looked really close.
Yeah, that was too close not to swing at that one. But we got a ball, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one hard, right back at Carney. Hit her glove, hit her belly. She caught it, so that's going to be a line drive out.
It would have been an out anyway, right?
Right. It didn't hit the ground.
No, she trapped it against her body.
And they're gonna check on Carney. That's why something happened to my hotspot. It got turned off.
Looks like she's okay. I think it scared her more than anything. So
now the coach is going to jog out and try and figure out what happened there. But a hard hit ball by Cambridge Stanley, and Carney is visibly shaken as Game Changer is back up and going now. Sorry about that, everybody. Chief Sorrell, so didn't mean to give you a scare there. So we have better reception here than we do at our home field. So, but Carney looks like she's okay, possibly just a little bit scared, and that's going to bring up Kelsey Elrod. Elrod hitting .405 as she's upped her average over 400. 494 on base percentage, 3 home runs, 39 runs scored. 21 RBIs and 12 stolen bases, so power and speed in this senior shortstop. And there's a fly ball that's up, and it's going to be fouled just out of play. Lands on the Lady Jackets dugout. And Elrod, yesterday she had a solo home run in the first inning. Cambridge Stanley was hitting .500 coming into her at bat. There's a changeup that's going to be low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Elrod. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Armuchee Lady Indians did not score in the top half.
They threatened, but they did not score, so that's good. Now we need to get a runner on right now.
The 1-1 pitch. There's a hard hit ball, foul. And Coach Luke tried to two-hand it and bounced right off. So now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Elrod.
She's definitely keeping her pitches down.
A 1-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball, and that was a rise ball, and it's up on the hill, and another first inning solo home run, her 4th of the year for Kelsey Elrod.
Yeah, I did that because I said she's been keeping the ball down low, and that was up at the Rockmart, and she just drilled it over the fence. So 1-0 Rockmart. Nice job, Elrod.
Yeah, Kelsey Elrod continues to stay hot. here in this region tournament. A solo home run yesterday, a bunt single, and another solo home run today here in the in the bottom of the first inning, putting the Lady Jackets up 1-0 early.
Yeah, it's 9 away from my magic number, and good job there. Now you have to help yourself here. Pitcher's up. She's getting ready to bat.
Pitcher Emily Lovelace up, and she was swinging at that first pitch and fouled it straight back. And the one thing from our last encounter with Kearney and Armuchee when we were there is she throws a lot of first pitch strikes. And we did not jump on that until later in the game when we went there. And it looks like the Lady Jackets are coming out swinging here. And there's another one that's popped up foul.
Right behind us here.
Yeah, Lovelace just missing those. She's right on those Kearney pitches, though.
Now she's really got to be careful. If it's anything close, we don't want to have strike 3.
So Lovelace in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out as Cambry Stanley with a hard hit ball that hit off the glove or the wrist area of Erin Kearney, the pitcher for the Lady Indians, and landed right in her lap, and she ended up catching it. She did make a throw to first, but didn't have to because she caught the ball.
Right. I think it caught her off guard.
Yep. The 0-2 pitch, and that one's way outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Lady Jackets already with 2 hard hits in their first 2 batters here once again today. And Caroline Conring waiting on deck. There's a changeup hit hard past the first baseman Watson into right field, and the Sanford, the right fielder, comes up and tries to throw out Lovelace at first, but that's going to be a line drive single for Emily Lovelace to right field, and now we're going to have a courtesy runner, and I'm sure that's going to be number 9, the freshman Alexis Teams coming in, and it is.
Yeah, Lovelace had a lot of hustle down that line. She wasn't going to get thrown out, but it was a good idea.
So Lovelace with a lot of speed. Teams comes in. She scored 19 runs on the year with 7 stolen bases, primarily as a courtesy runner for this varsity Lady Jackets team as a freshman, contributing this year.
Here comes Miss Caroline.
So Caroline Conring comes in hitting .464 on the year, .507 on base average, with 2 home runs and 26 RBIs. Kelsey Elrod's home run gives her 4 on the year and gives her 40 runs scored and 22 RBIs on the year.
Now we're ready to play. Here comes the pitch.
And there's a high ball hit to Carson Fallon at second. She makes a diving stop and picks it up, does a little spin, and throws low to Watson at first, but able to retire Caroline Conring as Teams gets down to second.
And here comes some more power coming up this plate right now. Graham, she's had a hot bat here too.
Yeah, Carla Graham comes in hitting .380 on the year, .446 on base percentage, 2 home runs, 20 runs scored, and 25 RBIs. The sophomore first baseman, and the first pitch to her, that pitch is high for ball 1.
But I guess realistically, we can say they've all had hot bats. So
yeah,
we can continue.
As we go down through here, the lowest average in this lineup today is Emily Maulding with a .362 average. And that, it goes from 362 to 500. So all 9 batters are hitting .362 or higher in this Lady Jacket lineup.
That's totally impressive.
2 balls, no strikes to Carly Graham. And there's one that missed outside. 3-0 now to Graham. And this is one of the odd things that we've not seen from Kearney, as she did not start Graham with a strike and has gone to a 3-ball count.
Yeah, I would think she has a green light here.
It was ball 4. We'll never know. And that's going to bring up the sophomore designated player today, Kenzie Jones, as she's hitting .415, 16 runs and 19 RBIs, and she's got runners first and second, with Teams still on second base and Graham on first now. Two outs here, bottom of the first inning. Lady Jackets lead 1-0 on a solo homer by Kelsey Elrod, and that pitch is high as well.
5 balls in a row.
That's 5 in a row from Kearney. So she had 3 balls hit hard, and then a walk to Graham, or the ground ball by Conring, and then a walk to Graham, and now starts with ball 1 to Jones. And there's a called strike to Bell Ty outside corner. Throwback to second. Tries to get Alexis Teams, but as she scampers back, she's safe.
And she didn't have that big of a lead. I was just getting ready to say we need to have a bigger secondary.
She went in standing up. The 1-1 pitch. That pitch high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kenzie Jones.
That was a better secondary there.
So now that's 6 out of 7 pitches have been balls to the last 2 batters. So Kenzie Jones can really be selective and look for one down the middle. And that was way outside off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Jones. And the junior third baseman, Emily Maulding, waits on deck. So Kenzie Jones with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch, and that's high and away. Ball 4, so 2 straight walks with 2 outs to Aaron Carney. And our Armuchee's coach, looks like he's gonna call timeout and come out and talk to his senior pitcher. And he got a free conference last time when she got hit to make sure she was okay. So this one's gonna count, and we're gonna take a 30-second break and be right back.
City Body Works is your complete bodywork specialist, continuing over 40 years of service to Rockmart and Polk County. Call Philip Zucker today at 770-684-7269 or go by 16 Prospect Road in Rockmart and see the specialist at City Body Works.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Back at Alto Park, Lady Jack is threatening here in the bottom of the first inning as they're already up 1-0. A solo homer by Kelsey Elrod. They have bases loaded, 2 outs, and Emily Maulding at the plate as the coach for Armuchee went out and talked to his senior pitcher. And now we're back. Here's the first pitch, and that's a called strike. That's right down the middle. But if you're Maulding, you got to be taking this. She just walked 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Now she can be looking for another pitch.
She's got 2 more that she can really hit hard, either one she wants to hit.
And that pitch was high right at the letters, and she fouled it straight back. And Emily Maulding's one of the ones that had a solo homer against Carney last time.
So now she's got to be careful, but fight off the ones you don't want and then drive the one you do.
The 0-2 pitch, that pitch way outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Maulding. Still in the first inning, Lady Jack is bases loaded, 2 outs, leading 1-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maulding. And the pitch, called strike right down the middle. As not sure what Maulding was looking for, but that pitch was thigh high right down the middle.
Well, even bases loaded, that hurts, but we'll be right back after these messages.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Back at Alto Park, Lady Jackets lead 1-0. At the end of the first inning, a solo homer by Kelsey Elrod, but Jack has left the bases loaded, unable to get a big 2-out hit. And across the way on field 8, the Dade County Lady Wolverines lead the Pepperell Lady Dragons 2-1 in the third inning.
Yeah, we really didn't hit the ball that last inning, except for, the first 3 did. After that, she walked a lot of us around. We just could not hit the ball at the right time to score those runs.
Yeah, just couldn't get that big hit to bring anybody in. Lewis, Carney, and Allman are going to be the first 3 batters for the Lady Indians. Harley Lewis, the designated player. But we're in the top of the second inning, and the first pitch from Lovelace bounces in front of the plate for ball 1.
ready to go.
Lovelace with a 1-0 pitch, and there's a better pitch. Kelsey Mose right at her. As Kelsey Mose makes the catch, but it bobbled around in her glove and almost squirted out, but that's why you use two hands. She had that second hand right there, and it kept the ball in the glove. So easy fly ball by Lewis, and there's one out.
From this distance, it looked like she made that fish face. Like, almost came out.
Well, that brings up the pitcher, Erin Carney, and she was responsible for the only run last time for the Lady Indians, and she hit a solo home run off of Lovelace. Carney, first pitch misses away, 1 ball, no strikes. Awfully quiet here at Also Park. Next pitch, knee high right down the middle. That was a great pitch that time by Lovelace.
Yeah, like I said, our fans, I think, are all in the outfield.
Yeah. So we do. We see several here in the bleachers, a couple sitting along the fence. I see Mac McNabb walking around with a bag of popcorn. So there's a changeup, and that was high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Carney. 1 out. Top of the second inning, Lady Jackets lead the Lady Indians of Armuchee 1-0. And as we look down, Logan Patterson down there in the bullpen for the Lady Jackets, and there's a pitch swung on and missed by Carney.
She was trying to hit that ball back to Rockmart.
2 balls, 2 strikes now to Carney. And Carney's going to call timeout as Lovelace and Connering unable to get on the same page here. Caroline Connering getting her signals from Coach Luke in the dugout. And then Lovelace trying to get them from Connering. The 2-2 pitch coming inside, and that pitch fouled straight back. So a good pitch in on the hands of Carney. As we saw when we went there, we don't want her to get her arms extended.
No, we do not. A lot of power.
We're in the shade now as it's dropped down to below the pine trees.
And the temperature has dropped too, so that's good.
Another 2-2 pitch from Lovelace. She shakes off Connering. Going to another pitch, going away. There's a changeup, and that's a called strike 3 right on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch from Emily Lovelace.
That ball froze me in my seat. I mean, the way it changed up and held up, and it went right over the plate. Beautiful pitch.
Yeah, right on the outside corner, and Lovelace shook off Connering and went to that changeup and threw a great pitch, and now the shortstop, Aaliyah Allman, steps to the plate. There's a pitch. Ooh,
good location.
That's a great pitch. Must have been a little bit low, just below the knee on the inside corner. 1 ball, no strikes to Allman. And that pitch bounces in front of the plate for ball 2. And trying to go inside again. 2-0 now to Allman.
We get a strike in here right now. Just throw it over the plate, let her hit it, let them field it, and we'll go home, go back and bat.
Yeah, when we come in, we'll be at 8-9-1. So that's Lewis, Evans, and Stanley. So the 2-0 pitch to Allman. There's one. Called strike. Knee high. She took a little bit off that and got a strike in there as Allman was taken all the way. We want to thank several of our sponsors, McNabb Tire, and a new one for the playoffs, Trashman Sanitation. There's another pitch, ground ball to Kelsey Elrod. She picks it up and throws across to Graham and throws her out by a good 6 steps. And so a 3-up, 3-down inning for Emily Lovelace in the top of the second. And we'll be right back after this break.
The Trashman Sanitation is a residential and commercial garbage pickup and roll-off service. Trashman Sanitation offers a grading and demolition service. Trashman Sanitation is locally owned and family operated and has been in the business for over 17 years.
Give them a call today at 770-684-2969. That's 770-684-2969. The Trashman Sanitation, Give them a call today.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out?
Yeah.
Of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Contact Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Call 770-684-9193. Go see them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
Back at Alto Park, bottom of the second inning, Anna Lewis stepping to the plate after a big day yesterday with a couple of line drives to left field. Upping her average to .432 on the year, .488 on base percentage. 15 runs scored and 16 RBIs. So a lot of double digits in runs scored and RBIs for the Lady Jackets as well as high averages.
She hits where she did yesterday.
And there it is. The third baseman never even had a chance to move as it went right by her glove into left field, and another hard-hit single by Anna Lewis.
I figure if she is up above like she did yesterday, that would have gone to the fence for at least a double, if not a triple. But she's great base hit there.
Good speed on the bases with Anna Lewis. Emma Evans steps in, another left-handed bat. And that pitch, she squares to bunt, and that pitch is low and away, ball one. Anna with a good lead at first, had the second baseman sneaking in behind her. You've got to be careful there. Emma, in her first game yesterday in about 2 weeks, she squared the bunt, took that pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
He really wants to get that ball down, so advance that runner.
Coach Luke giving her a sign, and nothing there. That pitch low and away. 3 balls, no strikes to Emma Evans, the 9-hole batter for the Lady Jackets, and Cambry Stanley, the leadoff batter, waits on deck as she hit it hard last time, but right at the pitcher corner.
Well, she got to take this one.
Yeah, 3 balls, no strikes. You're taking it. She squares the bunt and took that. Must have been across the plate, but it was high, just above between the belt and the letters, but it was a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, now to Emma Evans. And there's a foul ball onto field 7 over the third base fence. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Emma Evans. A little bit late that time.
Dipping that shoulder again and driving it over the third base dugout.
So, yeah, this is her second game back in 2 weeks, and she's got to get the hang of it. That pitch is high, ball 4, and a great take by Emma Evans. A lot of speed on the bases as here comes Cambry Stanley, the leadoff batter for the Lady Jackets. Hitting .500 coming into the game, a .581 on-base average, 38 runs scored and 37 stolen bases.
I'd say she bunts it down third base. She's on.
Yeah, and we'll have bases loaded, even if she bunts it down first base. And there is a bunt, and that's a called strike right at the letters. Looked like a little bit high, though. So no balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runners first and second for the Lady Jackets. And there's a bunt, and that's going to go foul. 0-2 now to Cambry Stanley. Anna Lewis on second. Emma Evans on first. Bottom of the second inning. Lady Jackets threatening again against the senior for the Lady Indians of Armuchee, Erin Carney. The 0-2 pitch. That pitch way high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now Stanley looking to hit something hard.
You still want to use your slap button or slap hitting when you get 2 strikes on you, Jeff?
Yeah, you can. Because it's going to be a complete swing. It's not a bunt where you would be out. And there it is. There's a slap again, and it went foul.
I just figured that's going to give you less time to look at the ball because you're actually moving.
Right. Well, and that's Cambry's natural thing. And you can do several things. You can bunt, you can slap it to the right side, or you can even slap it for power, which is what she's looking to do now. And a 1-2 pitch. That pitch high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. Lady Jackets leading 1-0 off a solo home run in the first inning once again by Kelsey Elrod, who waits on deck. 2-2 pitch, and there's a hard hit ball up. That gets into center field, and Anna Lewis round and third coming home. Throws coming home, and Anna with a nice slide around the catcher to score the second run. So an RBI single by Cambry Stanley.
That was a wonderful slide. She slid away from the base and tagged it with her hand. Smart base running right there, Jeff. I mean, they learned that in practice, and that was perfect.
Emma Evans on second, Cambry Stanley on first. Still a lot of speed on the bases. And Kelsey Elrod, the senior shortstop, up now. Solo home run to left field last time. And she goes after another rise ball than she hit out last time, but that's going to be straight back. And that's a foul ball. Is that one a little bit too high for her to handle?
Yeah, she got under that.
And after the one she hits out, she probably likes those rise balls.
Yeah.
Because she definitely destroyed the one she hit. And I see her stepmom, Leanne, out there in center field with that ball. And there's a bunt. And, it just rolls foul. As you see the whole game from Kelsey Elrod as she hits it deep, and then she comes in with a bunt. And if that ball's fair, we got bases loaded.
That's a good idea right there.
She did the same thing yesterday. She had a solo home run in the first and then a great bunt towards the first baseman of Dade County and ended up with a bunt single. But now she's got no balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Bottom of the second inning, Lady Jackets lead 2-0. 2 on as well. And there's a pitch right off the end of the bat to the first baseman, Watson. She flips the foul and covering the bag, and a really close play at first. But 1 out, she moves the runners up to second and third.
She did advance the runners. Now we just need to get another base hit. Scores 2 right here. Definitely scores 2 with Stanley on second.
Emily Lovelace, the pitcher, up as she had a line drive to right field past the outstretched glove of Watson, the first baseman. And we're looking for her. She's really been hitting the ball hard here in this region tournament. And that pitch low and inside. As she had a hard hit ball in the left field corner, and then the left fielder caught in the first inning for Dade County, and then she had a home run to center field later in the game. And that pitch, inside corner, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lovelace. 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Runners second and third as Emma Evans is on third. Stanley on second. A lot of speed on the bases. And there's one right on, and that's a fair ball as it bounces over the bag. Evans scores, Stanley scores easily, and Lovelace in with a stand-up double and the lead now 4-0.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at that line, and it kind of veers to the left a little bit past the bag. That helped us out right there. So it hit chalk.
Yeah, right there where the grass and the dirt meet. It goes a little bit to the left, and it bounced over the bag and landed right on the chalk in the outfield.
That looks sort of like a Will Shirley chalk line right there for the rec department. So you did a good job there, Will.
We thank you, Will, for giving us that line right there. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Caroline Conring, as Alexis Team. Once again, the courtesy runner for Emily Lovelace comes out. Now still 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, Lady Jackets lead 4-0. And on field 8, as they were going to the top of the 4th inning, Dade County still with a 2-1 lead over the Pepperell Lady Dragons.
Called strike on the outside corner right there. Come on, Caroline. Shazam.
The 0-1 pitch hit off the end of the bat, and that's going to be foul. So no balls, 2 strikes now to Conring.
She hit that off the end of her bat and looked at Coach Luke and said, I don't know. She's pitching to her outside.
The 0-2 pitch. And there's one hard hit off the glove of Watson. That's a fair ball. Team's round second, and she's going to score on the air by Lily Watson, the first baseman for Armuchee, and Caroline Conring on base with an error.
That's when you hit the ball hard. You never know what's going to happen. She hit that ball hard. The first baseman couldn't handle it, and it bounced off of her and went behind her. Nice job, Caroline.
Yeah, now we're going to see a courtesy runner for Conring, and it should be Casey Gable. And it is the senior who's been in the lineup while Emma Evans was out. And now back to her role as a courtesy runner, and she did a great job in right field for Emma Evans, and she 7 for 11 and hit 636 during that time. And as a courtesy runner, she scored 22 runs on the year.
Wow.
And a lot of speed there for the senior Casey Gable. So the sophomore first baseman, Carly Graham, steps in, and she walked her last at bat. 1 out, bottom of the second. Lady Jackets lead 5-0, and there's a called strike, belt high, outside corner.
We need to test this girl's arm.
Savannah Poole, the catcher for the Lady Indians. The 0-1 pitch. And there's one just off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. So in looking around, we see a lot of fans here for the Lady Jackets. And even, how about Principal Robin Teams and Athletic Director Barry Williams here today. I know Barry, they were both here yesterday as well.
They were.
As that pitch taken high by Graham, it was high and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, and out of Carly. 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. And this is an even numbered inning, and we put 4 on the board. There's a high fly ball to center field. Skinner drifts over, puts that one away for the second out of the inning.
She just reached her bat out there, and that just went up in the air. So now we got 2 outs, like you said, and I'd love to have one more right here, Jeff.
Yeah, sophomore designated player today, Kenzie Jones, hitting for the senior left fielder, Kelsey Mose. Jones walked her last time at bat as she takes that pitch high and away. And I believe that was Kenzie's first walk of the year.
Wow.
I would have to check that to make sure, but I believe that was Kenzie's first walk of the year. There's a called strike, knee high, inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike, now to Jones.
Now she's ready.
The 1-1 pitch. That pitch misses high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. The Lady Jackets lead 5-0. Casey Gable still on first base. A 2-1 pitch. There's a high fly ball. That's right in between in right center as the right fielder drifts in front of the center fielder, Skinner, and Sanford makes that catch for the 3rd out of the inning. And the Jackets with another crooked number up. And that's putting 4 on the board in the bottom of the second. They lead 5-0 at the end of 2. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? Chocolate? Red velvet? Or how about something exotic, like a French petit gâteau? Well, go ahead and call the bakery, because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well,
a piece of cake. Go by and see Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Call 770-684-9193. Visit them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
Neither State Farm nor its agents provide tax, legal, or investment advice. Consult your own advisor regarding your particular circumstances.
And back at Alto Park, top of the 3rd inning, Lady Indians coming to the bat. 9-1-2. Shinholster, Skinner, and Fallon for the Lady Indians. Emily Lovis done with her warm-up pitches. Conring throws it down to Elrod at second base. And they pass it around, do all their little hand gestures and what have you, and now we're ready to go. The Lady Jackets lead 5-0.
You know, when you're young and you're teaching these young ladies or young men how to play baseball or softball, you teach them to be ready in case the ball comes to you. It looks like our fielders are always ready just in case the ball comes to them. It's amazing how they play the ball when it's hit.
That first pitch to Shinholster, right at the shins for a ball. That next pitch must have been a little bit inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Now is Lovelace, 1 outside, 1 inside, both of them right at the shins of Shinholster. 2 balls, no strikes. And that pitch high above the letters. 3 balls, no strikes to the leadoff batter, Shinholster, here in the top of the 3rd inning. And going to the bottom of the 5th inning on field 8, Dade County still leads the Pepperell Lady Dragons 2-1. The 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike. Thigh high.
Right in there. Nice pitch. Knew she wasn't going to swing, so you might as well throw it in there for a nice strike.
Yeah, Lady Indians just looking to get something going as they went 3 up, 3 down in the last inning. 3-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Shinholster.
Threw that one right by her.
Yeah, now, don't slow it down. You got her behind. Her swing is late, and she throws that one. Throws it hard, but right in the dirt. 3 balls, or that's a ball 4, and to Shinholster. So the leadoff batter's on for the Lady Indians, top of the 3rd inning. And that's going to bring up Livia Skinner, who had a single, a high chopping single, infield single over the head of Lovelace, grabbed by Elrod, but unable to throw the speedy Skinner out at first. And she squares the bunt, takes it high, ball 1. Now Lovelace struggling a little bit to find the zone here in the 3rd inning. But I've got confidence she's going to find that here very soon.
Oh, sure.
As she usually does. The 1-0 pitch, and there it is. And Skinner reached for that one and fouled it off over the fencing above the Lady Indians dugout on the 3rd base side. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, top of the 3rd. Runner on first for the Lady Indians as the Lady Jackets lead 5-0. Lovelace with her sign from countering. And that's going to be, and Skinner attempted the bunt. They're going to, the home plate umpire is going to call an attempted bunt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Skinner. Lovelace coming with a 1-2 pitch, and she backs off the pitcher's plate. Very quiet here at Alto Park.
It is very quiet today.
So the Lady Indians of Armuchee, while they're batting, no chance there. That pitch misses high above the letters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. When we're batting, you hear our girls in there chanting, doing all their lovely little rhymes that they do.
Exactly.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the order for the Lady Indians and Skinner. And there's a hard hit ball under the glove of Lovelace into center field. And that's going to be a single, another one for Skinner, and runners first and second for the Lady Indians.
There's on cue. They're quiet, now they're loud.
And Coach Luke, he's going to call timeout, go talk to his junior pitcher, Emily Lovelace. And we're going to take a timeout with him. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
The Trashman Sanitation is a residential and commercial garbage pickup and roll-off service. Trashman Sanitation offers a grading and demolition service. Trashman Sanitation is locally owned and family operated and has been in the business for over 17 years.
Give them a call today at 770-684-2969. That's 770-684-2969. The Trashman Sanitation. Give them a call today.
Back at Alto Park. And an update from Field 8. At the end of 5 innings, Dade County and Pepperell tied 2-2. So that's a loser's bracket game. And the winner of that one gets the loser of this game right here between the Lady Jackets and the Lady Indians of Armuchee. Runners first and second, and the second baseman, Carson Fallon, at the plate. And she takes a called strike right at the letters on the outside corner.
It was the letter of her helmet. That's beside the point. It's for us.
The 0-1 pitch from Lovelace. Fallon squares to bunt. Lovelace fields it, throws, and off the glove of Lewis into right field, as Lewis just didn't catch that ball. She was there covering, and that's going to put the Lady Indians on the board as Shinholster comes all the way around to score on the errors, and still runners first and third, nobody out.
Almost took your eye off that ball a little bit too soon before you caught it. You go over there, look at the third baseman running.
So Skinner moves up to third base on that error. Fallon is on first and third, nobody out. There's a line drive hit to Malding, and she looks Skinner back to third, but a hard hit ball by Savannah Poole, and that's the first out of the inning.
And Malding played it perfectly. She didn't have to move, and she caught the ball, but if she would have went to first, it would have been a double play. But, hey, she looked the runner back to third. Smart play.
So looking at that lead runner, so one out here in the top of the third. The Lady Indians with one on the board. Skinner is at third, Fallon on second, and that's a called strike. Belts high right on the outside corner. So since the meeting from Coach Lovelace right in the zone now, and he probably said something to the effect of, hey, you're up 5-0. We just need to throw strikes.
Right.
And should have 2 outs now, but very unlikely error. And Cassidy Kinsey, the third baseman, takes a called strike, and on that, Fallon takes off for second, steals that base, a snap throw back to Lovelace, throw over to Malding, and unable to get Skinner as she dives back into third base. But 0-2 now to Kinsey, and that pitch high for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, Jeff, I got a coaching question for you here. In baseball, they want you to stay in the batter's box now, correct? Keep 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or no?
No, that is supposed to be a softball rule.
That's what I was asking. They're not doing it here right now.
Right, no, that's supposed to be a softball rule, not a baseball. And Kinsey pops it up, and it's just foul. Hits off the dugout of the Lady Jackets.
It's supposed to speed the game up.
It is. Yeah.
She's getting out of it every time.
Well, and as we do as well, as no one all year has made them keep 1 foot in the box.
Okay.
That is a rule in softball, but not in baseball. Baseball, pretty much, you just got to stay on the dirt of the home plate area.
Okay.
So still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cassidy Kinsey, the third baseman for the Lady Indians. 2 on, second and third, and there's another one. A great pitch on the outside corner by Lovelace, fouled off by Kinsey. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the third inning. And the Lady Indians with a run in.
5-1 right now, Rockmart. So we need to shut them down right here.
One-two pitch. Lovelace with a deep breath. And here comes a fly ball out to Emma Evans. She's under it. She comes running in. Skinner does not tag up, and it's probably a good thing as Emma Evans threw an absolute seed right to Caroline Conring at the plate.
Sure did. That was a beautiful. She actually fielded the ball correctly, too. She got behind it, and she was coming forward as she caught the ball and made it on the throw.
And now Lily Watson, the first baseman, left-handed batter, steps up, and she had an error on Caroline Conring's hit. And, you know, with 2 outs, runner second and third, she's looking to make up for that. And there's a called strike, knee-high, outside corner.
Nice pitch there.
Lovelace doing a good job keeping that ball down and looking to get out of this. And with the error, not letting any more runs in here.
Her coach was not happy with that call.
That pitch just off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And you said it, unlikely error as Anna Lewis, as the ball was coming in. It just hit off her glove, and it looked like she was looking to try and make a throw across the diamond to third as the throw was coming in.
Right.
So just a little bit too anxious for the sophomore second baseman. There's a line drive into the gap, out of the reach of Stanley. That's going to plate 2 as Skinner and Fallon come in to score, and a 2-out line drive double for Lily Watson. puts the 2 more on the board for the Lady Indians, and they still trail 5-3.
Yeah, that's what happens when we make those errors. These teams are making us pay, so it's 5-3. We've got to just go ahead and get this girl right here and get in there and get back.
Harley Lewis, the designated player, fly ball to left field, her first at bat. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. And there's a pitch just high, just above the letters. One ball, no strikes to Lewis. 2 outs, top of the 3rd, runner at second. There's a pitch, misses away again. 2 balls, no strikes.
She's not as strong as she was yesterday. She's still got some good pitching, but she's just not as accurate.
Yeah, right now she's just pulling off her pitches a little bit, and it's causing the ball to go high and away. And going inside here, as that ball low and inside, 3 balls and no strikes. And a good job by Connery in keeping that ball in front and not allowing Watson to move up to third. And a 3-0 count to Lewis. And here, you probably just want to throw it right down the middle as she's probably taking this.
Right.
As the senior pitcher, Aaron Carney, waits on deck. And there it is. Yeah, no attempt at a swing there. That's a called strike, thigh high down the middle.
I think I have to throw it in the same spot again.
Yeah, go ahead and challenge her. You know, the worst thing that happens is, hey, she hits it out of the park. We're still tied at 5. We're the home team. We get to bat last. And I'll take our bats over anybody here. There's another pitch low and inside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk by Emily Lovelace to the designated player, Harley Lewis. And Erin Carney steps to the plate now. She struck out looking on a changeup her last at bat, her only at bat, her of the day. Still top of the 3rd inning, 5-3, Lady Jackets lead. 2 outs, runners first and second. Lovelace pitch a little bit high, ball 1.
Yeah, she needs to settle down. Somebody needs to go talk to her. And she's good.
The 1-0 pitch coming inside. There's a line drive, another one in the gap, and it's going to get to the fence. Watson rounds third. She scores. Got to go to second. Ooh, Garnett slides in as Elrod got the cutoff, turned to look at third, and
no one talks and told her to go.
Could not get Lewis at third. She turns and makes a late throw to Anna Lewis covering second, and would have got Aaron Carney. But 5-4 as another run comes in.
Yeah, she looked at third base because no one told her to cut 2, and they had her dead to rights out there in the second base.
So now we're going to get a courtesy runner, and that's going to be number 5, Powell, running for the pitcher, Carney. 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Lady Jackets lead 5-4. Harley Lewis is on third base, Powell on second base, and Aaliyah Allman, the shortstop, 8-hole batter, up now for the Lady Indians as she grounded out to shortstop her last at bat. And that ball just misses low and away. And right now it wouldn't shock me when we come back in if Carly Graham goes to the bullpen and gets some throwing in, getting ready to come in this game.
Right.
And that pitch misses high.
I think she's trying to place it right now instead of just rearing back and throwing. And she's got a team here. They're just making a few mistakes, and you got to trust in the process.
2 balls, no strikes to Allman. There's a 2-0 pitch. That's belt high right down the middle. Called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Still in the top of the 4th as the Lady Indians have put 4 up. The 2-1 pitch. And swung on and missed.
Nice pitch. Was somewhat of a rise ball.
Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. top of the third inning. Lewis on third, Powell on second. Allman at the plate for the Lady Indians. Lovelace gets her sign from Conring. And the 2-2 pitch. And there's a line drive off the shin of Lovelace into center field. Stanley comes up firing, and she throws to Conring, and Allman takes second on the throw to the plate. So now the game is tied at 5-5.
That's another mental error right there. We didn't need to throw that ball into home. We needed to have a cutoff that would have stopped the runner at first.
So still 2 outs, top of the third inning, and the Lady Indians with their own big inning here in the top of the third, scoring 5 to tie it up. We still have 2 outs. Runners second and third still for the Lady Indians, and the 9-hole batter, Shinholster, as she started every bit of this with a leadoff walk. And she fouls that first pitch straight back.
Just got to settle down, make an out, and go in there and bat. And I think the girls will feel a lot better about it. So,
fly ball to Emma Evans, right at her, and she puts that one away. And that puts an end to that rally by the Lady Indians. But they score 5 and tie it up 5-5.
Brand new ball game. We'll be right back.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
In Rockmart, call Allstate agent John Purser today at 770-684-1328.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, ball of the third inning. Emily Maulding, Anna Lewis, and Emma Evans, the scheduled batters for the Lady Jackets, as Armuchee has tied it up at 5. And over on field 8, Pepperell and Dade County going to the bottom of the 7th. Pepperell's batting tied up at 2. Maulding with a foul ball on the first pitch from Kearney.
We still haven't had the magic number of 10 yet, so I'm looking for that. We just need to make solid contact right now because they had about 3 good hits in a row that hurt us. There were 2 outs.
And another pitch, and that one hits Maulding right on the thigh. So there's a leadoff runner on, hit by pitch. And just as we say, Carly Graham and Emily Register down in the bullpen for the Lady Jackets warming up. And Lovelace has thrown 66 pitches through 3 innings and just has not looked sharp. So Emily Maulding's on first now after being hit by a pitch, and Anna Lewis is up as she hit one hard right past the third baseman into left field.
Well, Jeff, we talked about that. I mean, we have other pitchers right now, so poor Lovelace, I mean, she doesn't have to do it all. So, it's probably the right time to put somebody else on and give her a break and let her cool off, play some infield, and pick her team back up.
Yeah, and then if you need to later in the game, you can always bring her back.
That is correct.
So Lewis attempts a bunt and fouls it off down the third base line. And she takes that pitch as she was attempting another bunt, pulls back, and takes a called strike right down the middle. So Lewis in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third inning, tie ball game 5-5. Emily Maulding on first base was hit by a pitch. And Emma Evans, the right fielder, on deck. That pitch way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anna Lewis, the sophomore second baseman.
We need to take advantage of that base runner right now and just slap it in place somewhere.
1-2 pitch. There's a line drive out of the reach of the shortstop, Allman, and another single for Anna Lewis into left field.
Almost a really nice play by the shortstop. Thank goodness. She was right outside of her reach, so now we got runners at first and second, nobody out, and Evans is up to bat.
Well, part of that, I think Maulding was going on the pitch, and so it drew the shortstop towards second, and then she had to come back towards the ball, and she was just out of her reach, as you said, where if Maulding's not going, she's in her regular position, that ball may be hit right at her. Evans swears the bunt right at the third baseman, Kinsey, and she's safe. That's going to be a bunt single by Emma Evans, and now the base is loaded with Cambry Stanley coming to the plate.
I'll tell you what happened right there. The catcher got up to get it. Third baseman ran into her, hit her, and so she couldn't make the throw. That was good for the Jackets. So now we got bases loaded. Like you said, nobody out, and we're 1-2-3 again.
Yes, Stanley and then Elrod on deck. As bases loaded, nobody out, a lot of speed on the bases with Maulding at third, Lewis at second, and Evans at first. And there's a called strike inside corner, thigh high to Cambry Stanley.
So right now you're just looking to hit the ball hard. You put it somewhere on the ground hard or in the outfield.
Stanley, the left-handed batter, a lot of speed, and that pitch way high over her head. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Lady Jackets, after giving up 5, are right back, threatening to score more runs on the senior Kearney. The 1-1 pitch, way off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Welcome to the third inning for the Yellow Jackets. That's when we like to start, evidently, for some reason here lately.
And we got 1 in the first, 4 in the second. Not sure what's going on. Base umpire called time. So we're ready to play. 2 balls, 1 strike to Stanley. Coming inside again. There's a line drive down over the shortstop's head into left field. Lewis was rounding third, and Coach Luke held her up. And the throw came into the plate, but was up the third base line. But a single line drive by Cambry Stanley, and the Lady Jackets have a 6-5 lead.
Nobody out, and she was charging that ball. He made the right move. Even though it was up the line, I wouldn't have sent her either. Nobody out. Good job.
Yeah, you've got Kelsey Elrod and Emily Lovelace coming up.
Exactly.
So 6-5 lead, nobody out, bases loaded, bottom of the third inning, and here's Kelsey Elrod. And she takes one belt high right down the middle for a called strike. And now Elrod had a solo homer in the first, and then a ground ball to the first baseman, her next at bat, and that pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I can promise you, if she throws it inside again, she's going to take it off a leg for the team. She'll take one for the team.
1-1 pitch. That ball way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Elrod, as Kearney really wanted that pitch, but his home plate umpire, that pitch is off the plate.
Outside.
And he's a little bit upset. And Kearney, he's a little bit upset at Kearney, the pitcher, as she made a gesture. She really wanted that pitch for a strike.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, he's been calling the same for both sides, so he is consistent, and that's all you can ask for out of an umpire.
Yeah, and as we said yesterday, that these are umpires from a totally different area. They are not Rome area umpires, as they've never seen either, or I'm going to say they haven't seen these two teams this year.
Right.
So 2 balls, 1 strike to Elrod, and there's one low and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That was hard to hold off that one right there, but it was low.
A little bit low, just below the knees, 3-1. And this is a dangerous pitch, and that's way outside, and that's a bases-loaded RBI walk for Kelsey Elrod as Anna Lewis steps on home plate, and that brings up the pitcher, Emily Lovelace.
That coach is going to call timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout with him.
With the B.F. Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Back at Alto Park, Lady Jackets lead 7-5. Bottom of the third inning, as they've already pushed 2 across, and they have bases loaded, nobody out. Emily Lovelace, the pitcher, at the plate. Caroline Conring, the catcher, on deck. First pitch from Carney. That pitch was high, just above the letters to Lovelace. 1 ball, no strike.
Their coach is livid. He does not like the strike zone, but I'm telling you, I think he's doing a good job.
That pitch outside corner for a called strike right at the knees to Lovelace. And she's looking for one to drive right here with the bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, you could pretty much pick your pitch right now until you get 2 strikes.
And that pitch way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Lovelace.
How they doing over there, Jeff?
Going to the top of the 8th inning, Dade County and Pepperell still tied at 2. 2-1 pitch. That pitch inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Carney really struggling to find the strike zone now. As she walked Elrod with the bases loaded.
This is going to really have to be a very nice pitch to swing at.
And a 3-1 pitch. That pitch fell high outside corner for a called strike.
Okay.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Lovelace.
Now you just got to fight off so you get your pitch.
So the 3-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball down the right field line. Let's see where it's going to land. And it lands just foul. Almost hit fair. And it really, that would have been hard. Emma Evans with good speed at third. What probably would have scored on that play, but Stanley would have moved up to third. But it really would have been hard for Elrod to get the second on that.
Right.
But foul ball, 3-2. And there's a line drive up the middle over the glove of Carney into center field. Stanley rounds third, and she's going to score as well as Evans. And the Jackets now lead 9-5. A 4 spot here in the bottom of the third.
And the center fielder did a good job for Armuchee. She just ran in with the ball because if she would have thrown it in, Elrod would have had third, and that's what we did last inning. So, hey, we're 1 run away from a magic number 10 that I like to see on the board for Rockmart. And he's making a courtesy runner.
Yeah, Alexis Teams, the freshman, coming in once again for Emily Lovelace as she gets a 2 RBI single. Still nobody out. Lady Jackets lead 9-5, and Caroline Conring at the plate. Runners first and second. Kelsey Elroy with good speed at second, and Alexis Teams with good speed at first. Nobody out. 9-5. Caroline Conring at the plate. Carly Graham on deck. And there's a called strike, and that was a really good pitch as Poole throws down to second, and it hits off the glove of Fallon into center field, but Elrod dives back in and unable to take the extra base.
Well, that's a smart move, too. Make her throw it down there a couple times. You never know what's going to happen. She's got plenty of speed to get back.
And there's one. Conring hits foul, and it hits the flagpole here at Alto Park, as once again, the flag is at half-mast here at Alto Park. So 0-2 count on Conring, and that was the 80th pitch for Carney in this game, and we're still in the third inning.
Well, and here we go. It said nobody out. She did get a 0-2 count. Oh, the ball hit the second base.
Ball to second baseman Fallon. She tries to tag teams and unable to do that. But she does get the out at first base, so she gets Conring there. So 1 out, runner second and third, and now Carly Graham stepping to the plate. So Kelsey Elrod advances to third. Alexis Teams does a good job avoiding the tag of Fallon, 9-5, and they're going to bring the infield halfway in as it looks like they're not in front of the baseline but right behind it. And that pitch high and away, Elrod coming to the plate, and Carney late covering. Poole dives and tries to get Elrod, and she scores on that wild pitch.
She might have been hurt on that too.
Yeah, it looks like Poole a little bit shaken up as she dove head first trying to get Elrod. and we'll have a mini timeout here as Poole's going to take off her chest protector and try and get a lot of the dirt. And, yeah, it looks like she definitely knocked the wind out of herself.
She's got to walking around, though, thank goodness. So, know that had to hurt because it was a race to the plate.
So, well, the Lady Jackets answer the 5 runs and the Lady Indians put up in the top of the 3rd inning with 5 of their own here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Alexis Teams standing on 3rd base. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. Lady Jackets lead 10-5. And Savannah Poole, she gets a nice hand from this crowd from both sides. And she made a heck of an effort trying to get Elrod, and Carney was late covering the plate, so she couldn't toss to her as Elrod beat Carney to the plate.
Yeah, there's my magic 10 right there.
There it is.
We've got to have some more because we have just not looked very good today, Jeff.
Well, Armuchee brought their bats with them. That's part of it. Not the fact that we haven't made it. We made 1 error, but they've been hitting the ball in the gaps.
Yes, they have.
So 1 out, and that pitch high and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Now to Graham. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Teams on 3rd. The 2-0 pitch to Graham. That pitch high again. 3 balls, no strikes to Carly Graham. And she has walked and flied out to center. Kenzie Jones on deck for the Lady Jackets. And Graham, that's a called strike right at the letters on the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that was good to hold on to because not really a whole lot Carly could have done with that pitch.
Right. There's nothing she could have done. So
a 3-1 pitch. And that pitch high and away, ball forward to Graham. So she trots down to first base, runners 1st and 3rd. Kenzie Jones stepping to the plate. And Kenzie's flied out to right and walked so far in this game. And that's going to be the 2nd visit for Armuchee's coach to Aaron Carney. So he's going to have to take her out. And it looks like the first baseman, Lily Watson's going to come in and pitch. And this is a new pitcher for us. So we're going to take a 30-second break while she gets her warm-up pitches, and we'll be right back.
The Trash Man Sanitation is a residential and commercial garbage pickup, roll-off service. We do grading, demolition. We have 17 years in the business. We are locally owned and family operated. Give them a call today at 770-684-2969. That's 770-684-2969. The Trash Man Sanitation. Give them a call today.
Back at Alto Park. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Lady Jackets now lead 10-5. And going to the bottom of the 8th inning, Dade County with a 3-2 lead over Pepperell, as Pepperell is the home team and they're coming to bat with another shot trailing by 1. So Lily Watson, the first baseman, coming in to throw for the Lady Indians. Aaron Carney goes to first. And Kenzie Jones, the designated player, is going to be the first one to hit against Watson. 1 out. Runners 1st and 3rd for the Lady Jackets as Teams is on 3rd, Graham's on 1st.
We've got to do something different going into these state playoffs, though, because we can't keep getting started in the 3rd inning. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but
well, also, you know, in the first round, you're going to get a 4 seed, and I would hate, I would think that you're not going to have a lot of regions where you're going to have us, Armuchee, Pepperell, and Dade County, as good a teams as they are, that you're not going to see something like that in that first round. But we do need to get started, as that first pitch to Jones is high and over her head. Team stays at 3rd, and Graham trots down to 2nd on the wild pitch. There's another one high, and as we saw in her warm-up pitches, Watson was high on a lot of them.
Yeah.
So Jones took note of that, and it's 2 balls, no strikes to Kenzie Jones.
I'm surprised that Dade County's trying to knock off Pepperell.
Yeah, suits me just fine. That pitch will low it inside. 3 balls, no strikes to Kenzie Jones. And this is the 9th batter of the inning for the Lady Jackets. And with 1 out, 1 more ball here, and it's going to load the bases. And there's a called strike. Watson took a little bit off and threw it knee high right down the middle. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Kenzie Jones.
That was definitely a pitch you wanted to hit, but you can't with 3-0.
And the 3-1 pitch. That one missed inside, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases as Emily Malden coming to the plate. And she started all this off getting hit by a pitch in the left knee, left thigh area.
Now it's time to hit the ball.
And that pitch misses high and outside.
This pitcher's got some heat now. She can just find the strike zone.
She throws it well. It's just that Kearney, as good as she has been, is there. And that pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And actually, number 25, Barnes, is in the game at first base for Kearney. That pitch led her high for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Malding looking for her pitch here. 2-1, bases loaded, 1 out. That pitch low and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Watson having a little bit of trouble finding the zone.
And Coach Luke is telling us, it's got to be right there. You still got 3-1. The walk scores a run.
There's a called strike. And that pitch was thigh high down the middle.
So don't be looking for a walk now. Go ahead and hit that ball.
Yep. There it is, a ground ball to Allman at short. She comes home. The throw skips in. Oh, and he caught Alexis.
She was out. She slid in touch with her hand instead of her foot. If she would have slid in with her foot, she would have been safe.
If she slides straight in.
She was thinking they were going to tag her, but it was a force play.
Yes.
So that was a good call by the umpire.
So that ball hit hard to the shortstop. She comes in. She's short enough to throw, and Poole made a good catch and got the second out of the inning at the plate. And now the hot-hitting Anna Lewis at the plate. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. 10-5, Lady Jackets lead. And Lewis, foul ball straight back. And so that's what Coach Luke's telling Coach Owens to relay the teams. And if she slides straight in and doesn't go outside and use her hand, she's probably safe on that first.
Her whole body slid by home plate before she tagged it.
That pitch,
she thought it was they were going to tag her. I know what she thought. But you got to know we only had 1 out.
So that pitch, and you got to know it's bases loaded. It's just a force play.
Yeah.
So that pitch was high to Lewis. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dade County has just defeated the Pepperell Lady Dragons 3-2. So Pepperell's going to end up being a 4 seed. And you know what? I feel sorry for that 1 seed.
Yeah. They're gonna hurt somebody.
2-1. There's a fly ball down the left field line.
Get down. All right, he did. Good.
And it's curving foul towards the fence and just out of the reach of Shinholster. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Anna Lewis as the pitch before this was a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Lady Jackets lead 10-5. So on your bracket, you can advance Dade County to Thursday's game at 4 o'clock against the loser here. And there's a hard hit ball to Allman at short. She picks it up, throws to Cassidy Kinsey at third base to retire the side. But the Lady Jackets put 5 up, and we're going to the top of the 4th. Lady Jackets lead 10-5.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
If you have a business or event, the folks down at Georgia Vinyl and Thread at 156 Prospect Road can help you with design, layout, and printing for signs, t-shirts, lettering, and much more. Call them at 678-685-4800. Your printed voice, Georgia Vinyl and Thread.
Back at Alto Park as the Lady Jackets take a 10-5 lead. And a little bit of a change here is Carly Graham, the sophomore, coming in the game, replacing Emily Lovelace, and she's going to move over to third base. And Logan Patterson is in the game for Emily Maulding. She's going to play first base.
Well, I tell you, I'm glad we got the 5 runs to make it 10. I would like to have seen her what she would have done against 5-5, but I think she's going to do the same thing either way. So Graham's been doing a great job pitching this year. So she just needs to shut them down, let them hit. Everybody else field.
So Logan Patterson's going to come in the game for Emily Maulding, and she's going to play first base. Emily Lovelace moves to third base, and Carly Graham goes to the circle, and she's going to have to face the top of the order, Skinner, Fallon, and Poole for the Lady Indians of Armuchee. And Skinner, 2 for 2 on the day against Lovelace with 2 ground ball singles right up the middle. 1 high chopper and then 1 hit hard past Lovelace. Carly Graham, 39 2/3 innings coming into this game, 5-0 with 3 saves, a 3.88 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP. So Carly has really eaten up some innings for this Lady Jacket softball team.
Yes, she has. So let's get it started off right here, Carly.
Graham with the first pitch, and there's a called strike. Felt high right down the middle, and that's big for Graham. Make sure she gets ahead early to some of these batters. And with a 5-run lead, all we need to do is get outs. That pitch a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Skinner.
You know, Graham has always been a mature young lady, but she's really grown her own these last couple of years. Pitching's getting much better, and just look at the seriousness in her eyes right now. She's zoning in on that strike.
That next pitch is high to Skinner. 2 balls, 1 strike. And now she got her five or six warm-up pitches there, and a little bit different from throwing out in the grass. So she's looking to get her footing under, and that pitch foul tipped right into the glove of Connering. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Skinner as she chased that high pitch there. Probably was going to be a called strike anyways, but right at the letters. And these days you never know.
No, you're right.
So top of the 4th inning, nobody out. Lady Indians 2-2. And there's a line drive over the head of Lovelace into left field. Moves over, and Skinner goes 3 for 3 on the day. Elrod shoots it over to Patterson, but Skinner back easily. So a leadoff line drive single to left field by Skinner, and that brings up Carson Fallon, who's bunted twice. Once sacrificed in the 1st inning and then reached on an error in the 3rd inning. So down 5, not sure what she'll do here. And she did not square, and that pitch misses high. So 1 ball, no strikes to Fallon. The leadoff batter on for the Lady Indians here in the top of the 4th.
I think he had the still sign on. He was staring her down, and she didn't take off. So
that pitch is high. 2 balls and no strike. So Skinner did steal a base earlier in the game in the 3rd inning, I believe. So 1-2-3 here for the Lady Indians in the top of the 4th against Carly Graham, the sophomore.
Settle down, get a strike right here.
Fallon squares to bunt, takes it high again. 3 balls, no strikes. So now Graham struggling to find her release point. Pitch. That pitch misses high once again, and a 4-pitch walk to Fallon. And now runners 1st and 2nd for the Lady Indians, top of the 4th inning, nobody out. And that brings up the catcher, Savannah Poole.
I don't think that's what we wanted to see right here, but we need to get him out any way we can. So
Graham with the first pitch to Poole. That pitch misses high also. everything from Carly is missing high. So we want to thank some of our sponsors as Anna Lewis calls time to talk to Graham. But Lewis Motors, City Body Works, Georgia Vinyl and Thread, John Purser Allstate Insurance, Harrelson Termite, and a new one today, Mary Miller State Farm, as she joins us here on Lady Jacket Softball. And also McNabb Tire, Trash Man Sanitation, and the Silver Comet Furniture. So thank you to all our sponsors allowing us to bring you all the exciting action of Lady Jacket Softball. And a little bit of a struggle for the Lady Jackets today.
You said it, exciting, because it's been exciting in both ways. But we got to get this W on this board, so we need to get somebody out right here.
And there's a pitch swung on and missed by Poole as she was way out front. Graham took a little bit off and got a strike in there.
And that's what you have, a team leadership. Call time, talk to her, settle down a little bit. Sometimes that's better than the coach going out and doing it.
Well, Anna Lewis and Carly Graham have been friends a long time, played together. And so a good time out. Sophomore to sophomore, taking that, calming Carly down. Then the next pitch, once again, misses high. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Savannah Poole. Nobody out. Runners first and second, top of the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch, that pitch misses high as well. 3-1 now to Poole. And I don't see anybody warming in the bullpen for the Lady Jackets. Emily Register has been down there throwing. Logan Patterson has been down there throwing. 3-1. And there's a pitch, thigh high, right down the middle. Called strike, 3-2 now to Poole.
What we're used to seeing right there from Graham. That's a beautiful pitch.
We said going into the game, the Lady Indians only average about 6 runs a game. They're at 5 now. And there's a fly pop-up. Conring moves back, and she drifts under it, and she puts that one away in foul territory. So a great comeback by Carly Graham to get the 3-hole batter Poole to pop up foul to Conring.
Well, that's something else. You know, you had Loveless on third. She comes in waiting just in case. And then you had Elrod taking over third because smart play, because you didn't want that girl to move over to third. So that's good communication there.
1 out, and the third baseman, Cassidy Kinsey, comes up. She's flied out to right, and a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. And there's a called strike by Carly Graham, and now maybe that pop-up gets her going. And remember, if you miss anything today, you can go to YouTube sometime after noon tomorrow, and you can pick them all up. There's a line drive just out of reach of Elrod. Out to most, she throws to third. Almost gets Skinner at third base, but a line drive single by Kinsey into left field, and Moats with a good job come up and threw hard to Lovelace at third.
That was a good hit right there. I mean, she got the bat on the ball, and when Moats come up throwing to third, just almost got her out, force out.
And now the pitcher, Lily Watson, left-handed bat, steps up. She's doubled to center and grounded out to third. 1 out. Runners, bases loaded for the Lady Indians. And that pitch high. Any game that has been broadcast on WZOT, whether it's softball or football this year, you can go on YouTube and search WZOT and find all of those games, as Brian McDowell does a great job. There's a fly ball over the head of Most, and it gets into the corner of left field. Skinner scores, foul and rounding third. She's on her way to the plate. And now the Kinsey is out at third as a great throw from Most into Elrod to Lovelace and gets her out at third for the second out. So 2 runs score, and Watson's going to be at second. And Armuchee's coach is not happy with that call, but it looked like a really good play, and she was definitely out.
Yeah, Lonnie came up with the ball, and she came up showing it, so that was a great play.
And a great play by Moats as they get Kinsey out at third. Now 2 outs as they do score 2, but it's 10-7 and now 2 outs with Watson at second. And the designated player, Harley Lewis, at the plate, takes ball 1 high. So 2 more runs on the board for the Lady Indians.
Well, Jeff, this is why we have to score runs, because you never know what's going to happen. And I'll tell you what, 7 runs, they've had all good base hits. it's not like we're making errors. They're hitting them in the hole.
That one hit over the head of Kelsey Moats, and nothing she could do there. That next pitch misses high and away. 2 balls, no strikes to Harley Lewis, the designated player. Graham with the 2-0 pitch, and there's one inside corner, thigh high, and 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning, and a lot of runs being scored in this game as a 10-7 lead for the Lady Jackets. Graham with a 2-1 pitch. That pitch just low, just below the knee. 3-1 now to Lewis. Runner at second is the pitcher, Lily Watson. And on deck is Sarah Barnes, who came in. There's a ground ball to Hopper to Elrod. She picks it up, throws to Patterson at first, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. And a great job by Graham to settle in. And after a great play relay from Moats to Elrod to Lovelace, getting the out at 3rd, that squashes anything that the Lady Indians could do in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, that was a good play there, and that's what you got to have here.
At the end of 3 1/2, the Lady Jackets coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th. They lead 10-7.
City Body Works is your complete bodywork specialist, continuing over 40 years of service to Rockmart and Polk County. Call Philip Zucker today at 770-684-7269 or go by 16 Prospect Road in Rockmart and see the specialist at City Body Works.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
Back at Altona Park, and got that inning over with, Jeff, real quick, and now it's still 7-10. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. The Yellow Jackets are up 10-7, and man, that was close. They are hitting the ball hard, Armuchee is, and in gaps.
Yeah, they're doing something that we haven't seen them do all year long, but we are in postseason play, and sometimes that brings out the best. And with Rockmart being at the top of the food chain here, everybody's coming after them as we see Emily register, and Graham's going down. She's going to try and get a release point. Emma Evans leads things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, we've been talking about you got that target on your back this whole year. Everybody wants to be Rockmart because you're number 1.
Evans takes calls strike 1. She squares the bunt, bunts it foul, and trying to put it down and use her speed to get on base. And she did that last time, beating out a bunt single to the 3rd baseman. She walked her first at bat, but she's in a hole here, 0-2. That pitch high, ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Emma Evans. The 1-2 pitch from Watson. That pitch called strike 3, inside corner, right at the letters.
I think she knew that, too. It was inside, so she let it go by. But now we're back to our number 1 batter.
At top of the order, Cambry Stanley coming up. Cambry singled to left, singled to center, and lined out to the pitcher. So 3 hard hits for Cambry. 1 out. Lady Jackets lead 10-7, bottom of the 4th inning. And there's a high chopper off the glove of the 3rd baseman, Kinsey, but I don't think they had a shot at Stanley if she's going to get another infield hit.
No, she put the parachute down, had to slow down after she got on the bag, and she was going pretty quick.
Kelsey Elrod's coming to the plate now as she has a solo home run in the 1st, grounded out on a little dribbler to the 1st baseman, and then walked her last at bat. She squares to bunt. Stanley takes off a throw into center field, but Stanley not able to advance. Another stolen base on the year for Cambry, and that gives her 39, I believe, as that pitch was low and inside, ball one, and Stanley Seal second. And Armuchee's coach is coming out, and he's going to talk to the home plate umpire.
I don't know what they're talking about, but
I believe he's probably asking about batter interference as his catcher was trying to throw down. And so he's asking the plate umpire if Elrod was in the way, and he's already said no. And he's going to talk to the base umpire, but there's no way he can see that as he was concentrating on Cambry going to second.
Right, if he does, I mean, he's looking at the wrong thing. So,
but Armuchee's coach grasping at straws here, trying to get a call for his team, and that's what a good coach does.
That's exactly right.
So, but at some point in time, and you see them, they're going to call Stanley safe. So, no batter interference on Elrod. The pitch was low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Elrod at the plate, Lovelace on deck, and Conring waiting on deck.
I mean, it's her box. I mean, she can't try to block her on purpose, but it's her box.
Well, she squared the bunt, pulled back, and was out of the way as Poole made her throw, and it was just a bad throw. There's a hard hit ball. Third baseman Kinsey picks it up, throws to first, and Barnes drops the ball, and that's going to be an error on the first baseman Barnes, and Stanley moves up to third. So now we've really got to make that error pay off as Emily Lovelace comes to the plate.
Most definitely, and that was a good hustle by Elrod. They had to make a quick throw. It was real low to the ground, and she couldn't scoop it up. So now we're first and third.
Now Emily Lovelace comes to the plate, her 4th at bat, as she singled to right, doubled to left, and singled to center, 3 for 3 on the day, hitting the ball hard here in this region tournament as she did yesterday. She squares the bunt, and Elrod, the throw down to second, and Stanley's coming to the plate, and she scores. So a double steal by the Lady Jackets, and on the throw to the plate, Elrod goes to third, and then the catcher throws the ball over the head of Watson, and Elrod scores on that error.
That's a play right there.
Now the Jackets lead 12-7, and a great job by Kelsey Elrod.
The pitcher ducked down for the throw to second, wasn't even looking, and it was a throw not in time, and then she threw it back to the pitcher, and she didn't catch it. So here comes Elrod. Nice heads-up play by Rockmart. 12-7, Yellow Jackets. 1 out.
And that's going to be a throwing error on Poole. And now a called strike inside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lovelace. 1 out. Lady Jackets lead 12-7 as they got those 2 runs back and lead by 5 once again. And that pitch was a changeup high at the letters outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now to Emily Lovelace.
I think if it's going to be close now, you need to swing because they want this game over.
There's a high fly ball over the head of Skinner, and she drifts back and just makes the catch right in front of the fence for the 2nd out of the inning. But Lovelace hit that ball hard.
Yeah, she played that real well because I thought that burned her.
That brings up the catcher, Caroline Conring. She grounded out to second, reached on an error by the first baseman and grounded out to second. And her first at bat, so 0 for 3 on the day, and she's definitely due. And that pitch called strike, thigh high down the middle to Conring. So 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. We've been playing a nice hour and 42 minutes so far, a long game for the Lady Jackets. And there's a bouncing ball to Allman at short, rolls up her arm a little bit, makes the throw over. Barnes catches that one, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. At the end of 4, the Lady Jackets lead 12-7.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Back at Alto Park, top of the fifth inning, and a substitute for the Lady Jackets as the senior catcher, Taylor Camp, comes in the game for Caroline Conring. And Camp makes a throw, and right on the money as she comes in after being out 2.5 weeks. And that shoulder didn't seem to bother her at all on that throw.
No, she's pumped up. She wants to play. She is a trooper, boy. I tell you, she is just a heck of an athlete.
7, 8, 9 for the Lady Indians as Sarah Barnes, the first baseman, came in for Erin Carney. Now her first at bat against Carly Graham. And that pitch called strike on the outside corner.
It's going to bring some more knowledge behind the plate to help this pitcher out. And she's going to control her.
So Barnes, Allman, and Shinholster. There's another one. Same spot.
Well,
same spot as the first pitch, but he calls that one a ball.
Well,
so 1 ball, 1 strike. He called the first one a strike, the second one a ball. They were in the same spot.
Kent brought that ball down. So
that pitch low and inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And plate umpire really on the Armuchee batters about staying in the batter's box. 2-1 now to Barnes. And that pitch just below the knees, 3-1 now to Barnes.
Camp's doing a very good job framing and following it in where it's supposed to, so it does help out.
Definitely don't want leadoff batter is one over the head of Graham. Elrod moves in, throws on to Patterson at first, and makes it look easy.
She's got an arm on her. That's just amazing. The ball's out of her hands in less than a second. It's there in less than a second.
So a nice, easy play as Elrod takes a high chopper up the middle and throws to Patterson for the first out of the inning, and that brings up the shortstop, Aaliyah Allman. Allman singled to center and grounded out to short so far today. And that pitch just below the knee, ball 1.
Good location.
So that's a really good pitch by Graham, even though it's a little bit low for this umpire. There's one just above the knee, called strike 1, and now Graham keeping the ball down. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a high fly ball. Cambry Stanley drifts back. She turns, puts it away for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for the Lady Jackets. And now the 9-hole as Katie Shinholster comes up with 2 outs as Graham has got 2 quick outs here at the bottom of this lineup. And this is a big out, so we don't get to the top of that order in this inning. We don't want to see them to the 6th. And there's a ground ball, Kelsey Elrod. Oh, and it's right off her glove. And an error by Elrod, and that's going to allow Shinholster on deck. And Skinner Skinner, the leadoff batter, is going to come up after that error. So, Robert, once again, we see 2 quick outs, and then something, either a hit, a walk, or an error in this case, allowing the runner to get on and throw some extra pitches, as that first pitch to Skinner misses low below the knee. And there's a called strike, same spot.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Skinner. And there's one belch high right down the middle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now to Skinner. 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Lady Jackets lead 12-7. Shinholster at first. A 1-2 pitch. And that one rolls up. And Shinholster takes off. And she's going to steal second as the ball rolled up to Camp. She tried to throw her out, but a little bit late.
Definitely she was going to try to throw around, but...
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Skinner. Carly Graham. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second now. And that pitch high off the glove of Camp gets to the fence, and that's going to be a pass ball, and Shinholster is going to move up to third. So now 3-2 to Skinner. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Still one more out right here. Hum it in there, kid. Hum it in there.
And that pitch low, and Camp with a great stop to keep the ball in front. That's going to be ball 4 to Skinner. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Carson Fallon. Runners first and third for the Lady Indians. As now with 2 outs, once again, we have an error by Kelsey Elrod at short and then a walk to the leadoff batter. And that may not necessarily be a bad walk to her, as she's 3 for 3 on the day, or 2 for 2 on the day. And that pitch called strike right on the outside corner and go right after Fallon. And this one, she's walked and bunted twice. The 0-1 pitch. That one just a little bit high. Ball 1 ball, 1 strike, and a little bit surprising. Skinner with her speed's not taking off. Camp's ready to throw to second in case she does, though. We'll definitely take the out. And that pitch low gets away from Camp. That's going to be a wild pitch, and that does allow Skinner to move up.
She did everything she could to stop that ball from getting by her, but that was just an ugly pitch.
Well, she kept it in close enough range where Shinholster couldn't score from third, but it does allow Skinner to move up to second in scoring position. The 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike, belts high on the outside corner. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. 2 on for the Lady Indians at second and third. And Fallon way up in the box. And that pitch fouled off hard down the third base line. As Fallon's way up in that box.
She sure is. She still got way in front of that ball.
So baseball, you have to keep 1 foot in the box. Softball, you do not. There's a ball hit. Bounces over the glove of Elrod into left field. And only Shinholster able to score, but then Moats throws low, and as it got past Elrod, Fallon able to take second base.
Well, that ball is going to be a little wet right now because that outfield's getting damp, and so.
So Moats has a throwing error as she threw low to Elrod, and as you said, the wet ball probably had a little bit something to do to it, but the Lady Indians score 1 here in the top of the 5th to push to shrink the Lady Jackets lead to 4 as it's 12-8. We still have 2 outs, and all of this is done with 2 outs. So Skinner's on third, Fallon's on second, and Savannah Poole at the plate. And she takes that first pitch low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. And once again, we see with 2 outs, an error, a walk, and then a single.
These 2 outs have been our downfall. We've got to do better.
And there's a called strike, felt high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Poole. Poole's popped up to Conring foul, lined out to third and walked in this game. And there's one. And not sure where that was. The ball must have been a little bit high. 2 balls, 1 strike. So we got time called on the bases. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Savannah Poole, the catcher. 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. And there's a fly ball deep to left field. Moats going back. She drifts back, and it hits off her glove as she crashes into the fence. And Skinner and Fallon score, and Poole's going to be in with a triple, and Moats is hurt as she face planted into the left field fence.
Yeah, she sure did. So We're going to go ahead and take a...
Yeah, we're going to take a 60-second break here, and while they check on Kelsey Moats.
The Trash Man Sanitation is a residential and commercial garbage pickup and roll-off service. Trash Man Sanitation offers a grading and demolition service. Trash Man Sanitation is locally owned and family operated and has been in the business for over 17 years.
Give them a call today at 770-684-2969. That's 770-684-2969. The Trash Man Sanitation. Give them a call today.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? Chocolate? Red velvet? Or how about something exotic, like a French petit gâteau? Well, go ahead and call the bakery, because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well,
a piece of cake. Go by and see Mary Miller at 1340 Chattahoochee Drive in Rockmart. Call 770-684-9193. Visit them on the web at www.marymillerinsurance.com.
Neither State Farm nor its agents provide tax, legal, or investment advice. Consult your own advisor regarding your particular circumstances.
Georgia Vinyl and Thread at 156 Prospect Road can help you with design, layout, and printing for signs, t-shirts, lettering, and much more. You can call them at 678-685-4800. That's 678-685-4800. Your printed voice, Georgia Vinyl and Thread.
Back at Alto Park is Sean Burrows, the Rockmart's trainer, and one other person from Floyd, as they have a training staff here. They're attending to Kelsey Moats as she ran full speed into the left field fence, had the ball in her glove, and as she hit the fence, it bounced out. 12-10, Lady Jackets lead, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning, and Poole is at third, and Cassidy Kinsey, the third baseman, fouls one right over our heads here. And so Graham gets ahead, no balls, 1 strike. And
we got to regain our composure now and just get this out and move on and get our bats going.
There's a hard hit ball right at Emma Evans, a line drive, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. And I was just about to say, Kenzie Jones, the designated player today, she's going to go in and play her normal spot of left field for Kelsey. No lineup change as Kenzie was already in.
Well, that was another good shot, but Emma Evans got over there quick enough to make the out, thank goodness.
Yeah, Emma with about 3 steps, but the Lady Indians scored 3 in the top of the 5th, and we're just going to have to keep scoring with them. As at the end of 4 1/2, Lady Jackets lead 12-10.
City Body Works is your complete bodywork specialist, continuing over 40 years of service to Rockmart and Polk County. Call Philip Zucker today at 770-684-7269 or go by 16 Prospect Road in Rockmart and see the specialist at City Body Works.
Harrelson Termite can help you get a handle on your uninvited invaders before they take over. They have over 100 years of termite and pest control experience and are the largest pest control company in Polk County. Give them a call today for a termite inspection. That's Harrelson Termite, 1012 Cedartown Highway in Rockmart. Call them today to schedule an appointment, 770-684-1488.
Back at Alto Park, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline is a little bit solemn here in this crowd as Rockmart fans not really used to seeing this as our Armuchee Lady Indians score 10, and it's 12-10, Lady Jackets leading going to the bottom of the 5th, and Carly Graham, Kenzie Jones, and Logan Patterson going to be the first 3 batters for the Lady Jackets.
Yeah, it's we need to get some runs going in here real quick, too, because even though we're in the 5th, we need to have a couple extra just in case.
Lily Watson, the pitcher for the Lady Indians as she came in. She came in the third inning, replacing Erin Carney. Carly Graham, the pitcher, now stepping in. And there's a hard hit ball foul down the left field line as Carly really got out in front of that one.
Sure did. I bet you that ball's wet.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be wet every time he comes in from the outfield. So now we see Macy McNabb down in the bullpen throwing for the Lady Jackets. And the training staff still taking care of Kelsey Moats over there. Looked like she had a busted lip as she ran into that fence hard in left field. 0-1 pitch to Graham. That changeup bounces off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kinsey Jones, the playing left field now. She's a designated player on deck. And the 1-1 pitch, that pitch low once again. 2 balls, 1 strike to Graham. This is her 4th at bat. She's walked twice and flied out to center. Carly came into the game hitting .380 with 2 home runs on the year. And the 2-1 pitch, that pitch low and inside. 3-1 now to Graham. So Carly showing a good eye. She's already walked twice.
Still have to have a hard shot right here.
3-1 pitch. That's another one right over the pitcher's head. And that funky spin is going to give Carly Graham an infield hit as it bounced away from the shortstop Allman.
She reached for it with her glove and it went to the right. Then she tried to grab it with her hand and it went under her hand. So, hey, we'll take the base hit any way you can get it.
So now we're going to have a courtesy runner. It should be number 9, Alexis Teams, coming out as she ran for Lovelace when she was pitching. And that's exactly who it's going to be. And that brings up Kinsey Jones to the plate as she's walked twice and flied out to right. So the Lady Jackets have the leadoff runner on base and good speed in the freshman Alexis Teams. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning, Lady Jackets lead 12-10. First pitch to Jones. That's a called strike, thigh high, outside corner. And we're just past the 2-hour mark in this game.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd make it this far.
Jones squares the bunt, takes it outside for ball 1. Teams had a good lead. Fallon trying to work in behind her, but not quick enough. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kinsey Jones. And she squares the bunt, and she does bunt right at the third base, and she bobbles it, and that's going to be an error. Nobody at third, and Teams started, but Cassidy Kinsey picks it up and runs right at her, and now first and second, and Logan Patterson coming up. So that error on Cassidy Kinsey, nobody out, runners first and second.
Yeah, that's called a little payback right there, so we need to make them pay for that. What's going on out there at the fence?
Yeah, I'm not real sure. The right fielder's calling time. She's tying her shoe, but not sure what's going on there. Logan Patterson's going to step in for her first plate appearance of the day as she was subbed in when the pitching change was made for Emily Malding. So Patterson at the plate, good pop as she's really just been on the verge of hitting one out herself. And then the sophomore Anna Lewis on deck with Emma Evans after her. That pitch low and inside, ball 1.
She's way up in the box as well.
Yeah, most of the time what you see out of Logan is you see a lot of hard foul balls as she's out front. So Logan really needs to sit back and wait on one and try and work it up the middle. And there's a ground ball right back at the pitcher. She picks it up, throws to Watson as she did hit it hard back up the middle. And Watson turns, throws to first, and gets Patterson, but the runners move up to second and third.
And that was a hard shot. She either catches it or she eats it.
Yeah.
So I'm for her, I'm glad she caught it.
So now Anna Lewis at the plate, as she is 2 for 3 on the day. She has 2 hard hit line drives to left field, and then a hard ground ball to short. And there's another one, just foul.
Don't move into it.
Yeah, don't move in.
Yeah.
That one almost took out Alexis Teams down the third base line.
She was on foul territory, doing great, and she was trying to move in to get out of the way, but you don't want to do that.
So that ball a little bit wet once again as it comes in. Runner second and third for the Lady Jackets, 1 out. Kenzie Jones on second, Alexis Teams on third. 0-1. Bunt high, back to the pitcher, and Watson gets it, and luckily for Rockmart, nobody covering second as Kenzie Jones was gone on that bunt, and now 2 outs brings up Emma Evans.
You've got to get that bunt down. It cannot be in the air.
So runner second and third, 2 outs now. Lady Jackets and looking for a big 2-out hit from Emma Evans as she struck out her last time at bat. And that pitch taken high, ball 1.
This would be a huge advantage for Armuchee if they get out without us scoring a run. We can't allow that to happen right now. We need to get at least 1 here.
Yeah, we need to get these 2 here as Kenzie Jones, good speed on at second. And Emma Evans with a foul ball. And 1 ball, 1 strike to Emma as she singled, walked, and struck out. 1 for 2 on the day. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. And that pitch high, 2 balls, 1 strike to Emma. Runner second and third. Anything in the grass, and Kenzie Jones is going to score, especially with that wet ball.
Yes.
2-1. That pitch almost hits her, and that's inside, 3-1. And Cambry Stanley waits on deck. And I bet she's begging, just give her a chance right now.
She wants to get up there.
The 3-1 pitch, and that one's fouled off once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for the Lady Jackets as they lead 12-10 in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's really been a struggle for the Lady Jackets today as Armuchee has come ready to play in this winner's bracket final. A 3-2 pitch. That ball's in the dirt. Ball 4 to Emma Evans, and a good stop by Savannah Poole to keep Teams on third. And now that brings up the leadoff batter, Cambry Stanley, who singled all 3 times. Correction, 3 times. She's 3 for 4 and had a hard hit line drive right back to the pitcher in her first at bat.
They're not going to get her out at first, we hope so. They're thinking in the infield, where are we going to go with the ball?
Well, everybody's got good speed. And there's a foul ball over the third base fencing. So Stanley ready to hit. Watson not fooling anybody here.
I'd run it down third base line, let him run it out.
Heck yeah, Teams at third, Jones at second, Evans at first, and Elrod waiting on deck. There's one hit right to the second baseman, foul, and she picks it up, throws to Barnes, and Lady Indians get out of that bases-loaded jam, not giving up anything. At the end of 5, Lady Jackets lead 12-10.
WZOT Rockmart, W270CE Rome.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
In Rockmart, call Allstate agent John Purser today at 770-684-1328.
The Trashman Sanitation is a residential and commercial garbage pickup and roll-off service. Trashman Sanitation offers a grading and demolition service. Trashman Sanitation is locally owned and family operated and has been in the business for over 17 years.
Give them a call today at 770-684-2969 That's 770-684-2969. The Trash Man Sanitation. Give them a call today.
Back at Alto Park, and Coach Steve Luton making another change as Emily Register, the freshman, coming in, replacing Carly Graham. She's going to come in the batting order for Logan Patterson. Graham's going to go back to first. And so the freshman getting a shot here in this winner's bracket final of Region 7 AA tournament as the Lady Jackets lead 12-10. And the pitcher, Lily Watson, the first batter. And that pitch must have been just off the plate for ball one. Good pitch that time by Emily Register. So Watson doubled twice and grounded out to third. And she fouls that pitch off, as that pitch was a little bit low, but the lower knee, she fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Watson. Top of the 6th inning. And there's one, a high chopper up the middle, and it gets through into center field. So the leadoff single by Watson.
That's why you got to take advantage when you can. And they're hot right now. Their bats are hot.
Harley Lewis 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Going to be the next batter with Barnes on deck. And it wouldn't shock me if Erin Carney comes out in her position here, number 12, and she is on deck now for Barnes. That first pitch to Lewis is high, ball 1. And Erin Carney, the senior, is on deck, and we know she can do some damage with the bat.
Yes, she can. But I'm going to tell you, I'm applauding Coach Luke right here.
There's a ground ball. Lovelace cuts it off, throws to first, and gets Lewis at first, and Watson's going to move up to second, but a great play by Lovelace that time.
I want to tell you why I'm applauding him, because he's putting these pitchers in situations that they might be in down in Columbus.
Exactly.
And you never know, and whether you win or lose this one right here, you still have a chance to come back and be the champion. Down there, you don't. You lose, you might go home. So I applaud him for doing this.
Erin Carney is going to re-enter the game for Sarah Barnes. So 1 out now in the top of the 6th. And Erin Carney steps up.
And all these pitchers are good for Rockmart. So I don't have a problem with any of them in there.
So Carney doubled and struck out looking, and she struck out on a changeup. So Carney steps in. Runner at second is the pitcher, Watson. 1 out, top of the 6th inning. And that pitch gets away from Camp as it hits off her glove. And not sure what happened there, but it's going to be another pass ball on Camp as that pitch was high and away. Watson goes to third. So 1 ball, no strikes to Carney, 1 out. And there's one.
Nice pitch.
Ooh, nice pitch by Emily Register. That must have been inside. So 2 balls and no strikes now to Carney. And there's one, a called strike right at the knees on the inside corner. And Robert, one thing why this game's been so long, first of all, we scored 22 runs. The 2-1 pitch right after this.
Oh,
and Carney hits that one out to tie the game at 12. And Register gives up a 2-run, 1-out home run. Hey, but you know what? We still get the bat. All that does is tie the game.
Yeah, it just ties the game. So, wow.
So top of the 6th inning, the Lady Indians of Armuchee tied at 12. And that's going to bring up the 8-hole hitter, Aaliyah Allman, 1 out. And she's 1 for 3 on the night. And Armuchee, the 2 seed in this tournament. And just like you always hear, if you let the underdog hang around, at some point in time, they can get you.
Yeah, and we're still tied. We still have a chance to come back and do what we're supposed to do, but we've got to get some outs right now.
One out here in the top of the sixth. That first pitch to Allman missed inside. Next pitch, Allman ducks under that pitch, and it's ball 2. So Coach Luce had Macy McNabb warming, Logan Patterson warming, Graham and Lovelace has pitched, and now Register, and she gets a called strike right at the knees down the middle. And Register just elevated that pitch to Carney just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So the 2-1 to Allman, and that pitch misses low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-1 pitch to, that's a called strike, knee high. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Allman. 1 out, top of the 6th inning. Tie ball game, 12-12. And there's a pop-up down the right field line. Evans moving over, and just out of reach as she couldn't get to that foul ball. So Emma Evans showing off that speed, almost gets to it. Still 1 out, top of the 6th inning. Lady Indians have struck for 2 on a 2-run homer by Aaron Carney. And another 3-2 pitch. There's a pop-up. Lovelace drifts back. Elrod over behind her and puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning. And a great play that time by the senior. Calling off Lovelace so they don't run into each other. And that's 2 outs now in the top of the 6th.
Just need to get 1 more right now and go in and get the bats going.
So Katie Shinholster is a 9-hole batter.
What has she done, Jeff?
She takes the ball high. So she's reached on an error, lined out to right, and walked. So 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Register gets the sign from Camp, and that pitch misses high. 2 balls, no strikes to Shinholster, the 9-hole batter. And we want to get her as we don't want to get to the top of the order. We saw what happened with 2 outs. Shinholster got on, top of their order come around, and they scored a couple of runs on us. And there's
nice
one
pitch.
Fouled off on it, and that one come right inside the Shinholster, and she fouled it off down the first base line. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Shinholster. And there's a swing and a miss, a good pitch by Emily Register.
Outside corner. Am I seeing this right? Does Camp have a spoon in her back pocket?
Yes, she does. She has a plastic spoon in her back pocket.
Wow. I've seen it all.
Yeah. And they do try and go outside, but it's a little bit low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Tie ball game 12-12. And there's a lot of people gathered here now.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So Pepperell and Dade is done. Dade sends Pepperell back, and swing and a miss as Register strikes out Shinholster, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 12.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
Lewis Motor Company is the oldest car dealership in Rockmart. They have been serving Rockmart and the Polk County area for 56 years, providing quality used cars and great customer service before, during, and after the sale. Lewis Motor Company is proud to offer guaranteed credit approval while you wait. Give them a call today at 770-684-6694 or stop by and see our staff at Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
Back at Alto Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Lily Watson, the pitcher for the Lady Indians, she came in the 3rd inning. Kelsey Elrod, Emily Lovelace, and Taylor Camp are the 3 scheduled hitters for the Lady Jackets. And Sarah Barnes back in at first base, so Aaron Carney is out for the game now. She cannot come back, and she can't pitch. She can't hit.
Well, that's good. And here we go right now. Number 2 batter. I can't think of a better place to start. Or the number 1, hard hit, line foul. Oh, she hit her though,
and picks and gets it as it was hit right at her. But you cannot hit a ball any harder than what Kelsey Elrod just hit.
That was snow cone at the top of her glove. I mean, it was right at the fence line. It wouldn't have gone out, but it hit off the fence. Wow.
And Skinner didn't even move. The only thing she could do is jump to catch that ball, and she just barely gets it. And now Emily Lovelace steps up. Lovelace is her 5th time up. She's 3 for 4 on the night, and a changeup misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Lovelace. Score is tied 12-12, bottom of the 6th, and Taylor Camp is on deck. And that pitch misses low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Lovelace.
We just need base runners right now. Whatever it takes, get on base.
And Taylor's going back to the dugout, and it's going to be Caroline Conring coming out on deck.
Oh,
and that's
what a shot that last hit was.
The 2-0 pitch. That pitch low and inside. 3-0 now to Lovelace, as Watson being very careful with the powerful Lovelace, as she has 6 home runs on the year. And Caroline Conring waits on deck. And there's one. That misses low. 4-pitch walk to Lovelace. And now Conring's going to come back in the game for Camp. And Conring is 0 for 4 on the day with a lot of ground outs.
She's hit the ball hard, but she's hit it on the ground.
So now, looking for her to elevate one. Good speed with Emily Lovelace, as most of the time when she's pitching, she gets courtesy run for her, but she does have 11 stolen bases on the year.
Yeah, so right now we need heads-up play, and we need to play small ball and score a run here.
Yeah, 1 out, and definitely we don't pull with a good arm behind the plate, so we don't need to take a chance. As we've got Conring and then Graham. Conring squares the bunt, and Lovelace takes off, throwing to center field, and Lovelace is going to have a stolen base.
Go ahead and say we don't need to take a chance again, because as soon as you said that, she stole, and it wasn't even close.
So Conring takes a called strike, as Poole, once again, her throw was off, but Lovelace in scoring position.
Yeah, that's small ball. Yeah, small ball right there. We got to get her in scoring position. Steve Luke went ahead and stole her. Now a base hit will definitely score. Conring is up to bat. Let's see what she can do here, Caroline.
The 0-1 pitch. And that pitch, a called strike.
She wanted it at first but held off, and I think it was a little bit outside. It wouldn't have been the one she wanted to hit. So
0-2 now to Conring. So now she really has to protect that outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. That ball's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Conring. And good speed out at second with Lovelace. Anything in the grass, and she's going to score the go-ahead run as the game is tied 12-12, bottom of the 6th. And pop up, get foul, ball, get foul. And it is. It lands on top of the Lady Jackets dugout as Conring chased one out of the zone.
It was not the one she wanted, but she had to fight it off because she thought it would be a strike.
So see Kelsey Moat standing up in the dugout. That's a good sign. So it looks like she may have just had a busted lip. We'll check on that. 1-2, low and inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Conring, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the score is tied at 12, and the Lady Jackets really in a battle here today. The 2-2 pitch. And there's a hard hit ball up the middle. It's going to foul. It's going to knock it down. She picks it up, throws it away at first, and Lovelace scores the go-ahead run. And so Conring, as Fowling got up, threw it away at first and allowed Lovelace to score.
So So there's the one run we needed right there. We've got 1 out, and we're going to have a courtesy runner for Caroline.
No, you can't have a courtesy runner. It's going to have to be a sub because she was not the catcher.
That's right.
So fouling on the error, and now we're going to have a sub, but that's okay. Connery's going to be done for the game, but Camp can still come back in to catch.
Correct.
So we're going to have a pinch runner as Casey Gable is going to come in and run for Connery.
Now,
Taylor Camp's going to have to come back into the game to catch the 7th inning.
He's going to come out and ask what they're doing right here, the other coach is.
Yeah, you cannot have a courtesy runner for Connery because she was not the catcher the last inning. So it's going to have to be a sub.
Let's see what coach
And that's probably what our Armuchee's coach is asking. Well, after the umpires get together, but Coach Luke probably tried to get one by and tried to get a courtesy runner for Connery, but he can't do that because Connery was not the actual catcher. Taylor Camp was the catcher. Connery came in to hit for her, is on base.
Right.
So if Gable comes in, that's going to have to be as a substitute.
Well, like you said, I think he knew that. He definitely knew that, but he had to try and see.
Right.
Good heads-up coaching by our Armuchee coach.
Yes. So they've got it figured out. We've got 1 out, and Casey Gable is on first, running for Caroline Connery, and that means Taylor Camp's going to have to come back in the game in the top of the 7th. Carly Graham's going to be the batter, 1 out, and the Jackets now lead 13-12. And when Armuchee comes up in the top of the 7th, they're going to be at the top of their order. So it's going to be real important for the Lady Jackets to add on some.
Whatever we can right here.
Carly Graham, she squares the bunt, takes a called strike as Gable was not going on the pitch. She's walked twice, singled, and flew out to center. So now,
what a ball game.
We're reaching the 2-hour and 25-minute mark, the longest game of the year. And there's a hard hit ball foul as Graham just out in front of that one and picked that one up off the ground. As that low pitch, she really hit hard. So that ball is going to be wet. Umpire looking for a game ball.
I happen to have one in my pocket right here.
So if he'll look to the Armuchee assistant coach, he's got one for you. So no balls, 2 strikes to Graham. Gable on first with pretty good speed. Lady Jackets now lead 13-12. Bottom of the 6th inning.
I think send her again. Try to get another one over there.
0-2 pitch high. And Poole just barely gets hold of that ball as it almost went to the screen, and that would have got Gable to second.
Right. That would have been a good one to go on.
Yeah, and now if you look down in the bullpen, Emily Lovelace is warming up for the 7th inning. And there's one hard hit foul down the third base line as Graham is really battling Watson. And the top 2 seeds here in Region 7 in a struggle in this game.
Yeah, they sure are.
Lovelace throwing some warm-up pitches. She's going to probably come back in the game to pitch, and that means Emily Maulding will come back in to play third base. And there's a hard hit ball, base hit single to left field, a hard hit 2-strike single by Carly Graham, and that's going to bring up Kenzie Jones. So time's called, the ball's wet, they're going to throw it out.
Just a hard hit ball right between third and short, just on the ground.
So Coach Luke has his lineup card out. He's looking to see what he wants to do. There's 1 out, runners first and second. Gable at second, Graham at first. And he's looking for number 12. That pitch taken high.
It's a good eye right there. Don't give him anything. Make her throw to you.
12 is Maulding. So when Register comes up, Maulding's going to come in to hit. And that ball takes a funky hop off the glove of Fowler, and there's another error by the Lady Indians that gave her round third. She comes in and scores without a throw, and 14-12, Lady Jackets lead.
Second baseman kind of scooted away from it, and the ball just darted to her right. So thank goodness another run for the Yellow Jackets. 14-12 right now in the bottom of the sixth. Still just one out, like you said, Jeff, and we've got runners on first and second.
Yeah, and Emily Malding's going to re-enter the game for Emily Register as she come in and gave up the 2-run homer to Aaron Carney, but kept them right there, did not allow them to get a lead.
Oh, yeah.
And now the Lady Jackets have scored 2 on a couple of errors by Armuchee.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, she gave up the home run, but, I mean, that girl hits the ball hard. She pitched a very good inning right there. She got us out of it other than that. So
we've had Emily Lovelace through the first 3, Carly Graham through the next 2, Register through the 6th, and we're going to see Emily Lovelace come in and try and get a save as Emily Register, still the pitcher of record, could pick up a win now that the Lady Jackets have taken the lead. And Lovelace, who started the game, can come in for a save. And there's a hard hit, high chopper to Allman. She picks it up on the hop, throws to third to Cassidy, and that's going to get Graham out at third for the second out of the inning. But another high chopping, hard hit ball by Malding.
Yeah, when you hit it that hard, it's easier for them to make a play. So unfortunately, she hit it right at the shortstop.
Well, she almost took it on a short hop. She's lucky to get it just before it hit the ground again, and that's going to bring up Anna Lewis, her 5th at bat. She's 2 for 4 on the day. That pitch way outside for ball 1. And now Kenzie Jones at second, Emily Malding at first, and Anna Lewis in the 8 hole as the left fielder really playing in. And there's one hit down the third base line, foul off the fence. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Anna Lewis. And Shinholster, the left fielder, playing way in. And if she hits a line drive that curls away from her, that thing can get down in the corner. And Kenzie Jones should be able to score easily. And Malding, with pretty decent speed, should be able to score as well. But now 2 outs, runners in scoring position. We need another big 2-out hit from Anna Lewis right here. And there's a fly ball down the third base line, down the left field line, and that hits right at the base of the fence. And so another foul ball by Anna Lewis.
I mean, she's definitely going to left field. That's where she hit.
Well, that's her power. That's where her power is. That Anna doesn't pull a whole lot, so her power spot is hitting line drives, hard ground balls up the middle and to the left side of the infield and to left field.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anna Lewis. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Jackets lead 14-12 as they've scored 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And the 1-2 pitch, that pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lewis. So we've got a crowd as Dade County and Pepperell concluded a long time ago. And we're at 2 hours and 31 minutes of this game. And that pitch hit Lewis right in the elbow. So hit by pitch, that's going to load the bases for Emma Evans.
Well, she's hit. That's an elbow bat. I thought it hit the bat.
I did too. I thought it was a foul ball.
But
that ball hit her elbow as Watson tried to come inside. And so Anna Lewis, Coach Luke gives her a thumbs up, and she smiles at him. Heck yeah, that's why I wear that pad right there.
I'm glad she's wearing that pad.
So now Emma Evans steps up. She's walked twice, struck out looking, and singled. And she swings and misses in a healthy hack that time by Emma Evans.
She was gonna hit that ball hard.
So no balls, 1 strike to Emma Evans. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning, bases loaded for the Lady Jackets. And that pitch taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Evans.
That's a good eye right there.
So the Lady Jackets dugout definitely up and cheering for Emma as we've got 2 outs. Lewis on first, Malding on second, and Jones on third. There's a high fly ball that's going to be foul over the third base fence.
Definitely running on contact whenever the ball's hit. I mean, you had Lewis already past second base, and then when it was foul, so she was going.
Yeah, she almost caught up to Maulding.
Yeah.
Kenzie Jones on third. That pitch low and in the dirt and scooped up by Poole, not allowing the runners to advance. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 6th inning. Jackets lead by 2. The 2-2 pitch. There's a hard hit ball past the pitcher to Allman. She flips to Fallon and just gets Lewis at second for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Jackets score 2 to take a 2-run lead to the top of the 7th, and we'll be back after this 60-second break.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm a left-hand turn single. Tink, tink, tink. The guy in front of you has had me on for the last 14 miles. And since you're stuck in traffic, you can just sit back and wait. You gonna try to pass on the left? Didn't you see my signal? And if you've got cut rate insurance, things could really take a turn for the worse. So get Allstate.
To find out more about Allstate home and auto discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
With the BF Goodrich Advantage TA Sport Tire, you'll get performance-inspired handling to put some life back into your daily drive. And with a 70,000-mile warranty, you'll do it for a long time. You may just wake up and say, I do want to adult today.
Go to the experts at McNabb Tire and Wheel, 522 Goodyear Street, Rockmart, 770-684-5067 today.
70,000-mile limited tread life warranty applies to T-rated tires only. See bfgoodrichtires.com for details.
Back at Alto Park, Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, top of the 7th inning as the Armuchee Lady Indians coming to bat at the top of their order. Emily Register back in the game for Emily Maulding as she's in line for the win. She's going to try and finish this game out. Lovelace threw some warm-up pitches down there. Camp is back in for Casey Gable to catch as Gable come in to run for Connery.
What is their batting order, Jeff?
They're at 1-2-3. Skinner, the leadoff batter, as she is 3 for 3 on the day with a walk. And then the second baseman, Carson Fallon, and the catcher, Savannah Poole. So 1-2-3 here for the Lady Indians. So Register got to get through the top of the order to pick up this win here in this winner's bracket final. The loser will play Thursday against Dade County at 4 o'clock. The winner will await that winner at 6 o'clock on Thursday. So Register coming in just needs to throw some strikes. And she misses low and away with that first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to Skinner, who made a great catch on Kelsey Elrod's line drive in the top of the 7th, or the bottom of the 6th, excuse me. We're in the top of the 7th now.
Yes, we are.
1-0 pitch. There's a called strike, knee high, and a good pitch by Emily Register, trying to finish this game out. And since we started, this temperature's dropped a little bit. There's a high chopper. Elrod gets it, throws to first, and gets her out, gets the leadoff batter, and that is a huge out as Elrod took it on the high hop and made a great throw to Graham.
And once again, Graham, she stretched into the splits to make that catch. I mean, between the two of them there, if either one of them would have not done that, they wouldn't have made the out.
Now Carson Fallon, the second baseman, comes up. She bunted twice, walked, and singled to left field.
That was huge.
So 1 out, top of the 7th. And Register starts her off with a called strike right on the outside corner. And Coach Luke showing a lot of confidence in this freshman here in this winner's bracket final.
She's not a freshman anymore.
That pitch misses just low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Emily's been throwing for a long time. So nothing new to some pressure situations. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fallon. And there's a pitch just off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, and now to Fallon. So looking to just go right at her. The 2-1 pitch. That pitch misses inside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Fallon.
Good location. We're just not getting a strike there, so she needs to bring it in. Let him hit the ball. Let her fielders field.
The 3-1 pitch. That pitch misses low. Ball 4, so Fallon's on with a 1-out walk, and that's going to bring up Savannah Poole. For her last time at bat, tripled to left field off the glove of Moats. So that's been her only hit of the day, as she's 1 for 3 with a walk. 1 out. And that pitch misses high and away, ball 1.
This is a nail-biter, Jeff. This is a heck of a game.
1-0 pitch. That misses high again. 2 balls and no strikes. Now, to Fallon, she was missing low in the zone, and now she's over-corrected and missing high in the zone.
Needs to be talked to. Somebody just calm her down and throw strikes.
And there's a line drive to left field. Jones going back, gets it on a hop, picks it up, throws it into Elrod. She shoots to third, not in time to get Fallon. As Poole goes to second on the throw.
If somebody would have told her to throw to second, she would have been out at second. You got to get the out. That lead runner does not hurt us.
So now Coach Luke's going to call time and go talk to his freshman pitcher with runners second and third and 1 out. Poole goes to second on the throw as Jones got it into Elrod, and she turned, threw it to Lovelace at third, but unable to get the out. And so now, with Maulding out of the game, he's going to bring Kenzie Jones in from left field, and she's either going to play short or third, and Alexis Teams is going to come in for register and go to left field.
No, I think this is a good move right here.
Yeah, Lovelace is going to go to pitcher.
Now, Register did a good job. This Armuchee team tonight has just been hitting the ball in gaps. I mean, they're on fire.
So Alexis Teams, number 9, the freshman, enters the game for the freshman Emily Register. And she's in left field. Kenzie Jones is going to come in, and she's either going to play short or third. Kelsey Elrod can do both as well. So we'll see what Coach Luke has there. But he's had to make a lot of changes and do a lot of thinking in this game, as we're 2 hours and 40 minutes in. And Lovelace, who started the game at 6 o'clock, is back in to try and close it out. So if she can do that, Register can get a win. She can pick up a save. We've got 1 out, top of the 7th inning, and the third baseman, Cassidy Kinsey's coming up. As she's 1 for 4 on the day. So she's got a 1 for 3. She's got a sacrifice bunt and 2 line drives to Emma Evans in right field. So Lovelace back in the game in the circle.
It's your number 1 pitcher. This is what she's supposed to do. Come in and shut them down.
And there's a line drive. Cambry Stanley makes the catch. As Fallon, they throw to second, and it's a double play. It's still in the ball game. And Armuchee's coach is going to argue that the ball hit the ground. The home plate umpire has an out as Poole took off for third base, and Cambry Stanley threw back to second to Kelsey Elrod, and that ends the game on a double play, but a hard-hit ball by Cassidy Kinsey on the first pitch, and Stanley comes up with a miraculous shoestring catch and a double play to end the game.
And she had it glove exactly the way it was supposed to be. She caught it coming up and showed the ball. Great play. Wow. And up 14-12. What a ball game this was.
We're going to take a 60-second break. We're going to get some stats, come back, and close it out as we've been at 2 hours and 42 minutes. But what a game between these two teams.
We're not going to talk the whole time.
No.
But
we'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Trashman Sanitation is a residential and commercial garbage pickup and roll-off service. Trashman Sanitation offers a grading and demolition service. Trashman Sanitation is locally owned and family operated and has been in the business for over 17 years.
Give them a call today at 770-684-2969. That's 770-684-2969. The Trashman Sanitation. Give them a call today.
It's here, Rockmart. Silver Comet Furniture on Highway 278 in Rockmart is now open for business. They have sofa tables starting at $149, dinette starting at $199. Tons of new upholstery coming, including power reclining seats. They carry Simmons, Beauty Rest, and Jameson mattresses with adjustable bases. Free delivery inside of 50 miles. That's Silver Comet Furniture, Highway 278 in Rockmart.
All right, back at Alto Park, we're going to try and wrap this thing up as quick as I can. Amanda Lovelace with another unplugged section here at Lady Jacket softball. So the Lady Jackets come out with a 14-12 win, and now my mother-in-law is trying to have an unplugged section as well. So I don't know what they're doing to us here, Robert. I don't think they want us to close it out. If we don't close it out, we can't go home.
Well, we're closing it out because I want to go home.
That's right. But the Lady Jackets come up with 14 runs on 13 hits. They had 8 walks and reached on 4 errors. So a lot of base runners for the Lady Jackets. And pitching-wise, Emily Lovelace started the game through 67 pitches, went 3 2/3. Carly Graham come in through 2 innings. Emily Register an inning in the third, and Register ends up with the win as the Lady Jackets, as she gave up the home run to Kearney, but to tie it. But then the Jackets come in and picked her up in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they win 14-12.
Well, I think it's important. Coach Luke's out there talking to them right now. The ladies, this can't happen. You got to pick each other up, and we can't let this happen moving forward. This was too close, Jeff.
Well, and the Armuchee comes out with 13 hits. They scored 12 runs, but only 4 runs were earned, as we made way too many errors. We did walk 6 and struck out 2, but the errors is really what cost us, as the Lady Jackets made 3 errors on the day. And so out of 12 runs, only 4 were earned, and a lot of those errors were made with 2 outs.
Yes, so, hey, we're survived till Thursday championship game, 6 o'clock here, right back here at Alto Park, and I'm excited to come back, and hopefully we're going to play a lot better.
Yeah, Emily Register is going to pick up the win. Lily Watson for Armuchee is going to get the loss, and the Lady Jackets win 14-12 in a long game here at Alto Park. And as Robert said, 6 o'clock Thursday, the Lady Jackets will play the winner of Armuchee and Dade County, as Pepperell will be the 4 seed out of Region 7. The loser of Dade County and Armuchee will be the 3 seed, and the winner gets a shot at Rockmart, as they've already played both of these. Defeated Dade County 13-4 yesterday, defeats Armuchee in a nail-biter 14-12 today. So exciting game, a little bit too exciting for us.
Yes.
But for Jeff Sharp, Robert Torline, our time is up. We thank you for yours.
Good night.
You have been listening to all the action of Rockmart High School girls softball here on WZOT 101.9 FM, 1220 AM, sponsored by the Nathan Dean Agency. Be sure to catch the action of all of Rockmart High School sports here on WZOT.